I'm good, man. No, it was just weird because I was literally taking a sip. I'm like, winding up. I have like a couple of beats, and then the camera's on me, and I didn't even realize it.
Shreve gets paid by the hour, so you got to get out of here.
That's always fun. We're doing it live, everybody. I mean, what's just crazy because we're Trader TV Live. It says though they're in the bottom, but it's one of our fun little sayings.
I just can't believe we're finally live. I think in 2026, I think we should go live. Finally.
Oh my goodness. So this is wild. This is literally the last stream of the year for.
But the reason why I was late is I went over there and I saw here. Do you want a turtles? Ramin had these on her desk, so I was like.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Boom.
Say no.
Oh, this is a salted. Is yours salted caramel?
This is classic.
You want the salted caramel or the classic?
I love.
What do you want?
No, I mean I love salted caramel.
Okay, there.
You don't have to, man. Thanks.
That's what I do.
Appreciate it. We had cake too.
I know. I saw the piece of cake
delicious.
over there. It's not stopping. This is.
No, it's not stopping.
This is a New Year's extravaganza. All right.
The market's not doing much, but just.
The market's trying to go a little higher.
Define higher.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's trying. It broke through VWAP. I'm short. Yeah, we might get stopped out here in a minute. I don't know why I just keep on looking at these futures, but here we go. We're short right here into this level. If we break back through 85, we're gone. The reason why I went short right now on the futures was see this huge move up here, and then we had a top wick. I just thought, okay, top wick. Let's see if we bring it back down. We did wind up. We could have made 40, maybe $40, but maybe 8 cents or something right there if it does pull back in. But now we're just going to wait to see if we break through that top there. As it looks like, I don't know. I wish it was maybe more range bound, but it does look like it's trying to break out right now. And if it does, then we can just regroup. And it's we're flat on the day because we have NVIDIA, but it's the future. It's this back to the futures where we've lost on today. We tried to gather these bids early. That's NVIDIA, sorry. We tried to gather these bids early, and it just kept on breaking lower. And then eventually we stopped ourselves out there, and then this happened. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to be the wrong way again here, but we're just playing around right now. I'm going to have this turtles. Oh, it's already finished?
I mean, come on. You know me.
I got you. Are you okay? Do we need to get Ramin over here and substitute him?
You know what? No, you know when you just
I can't have Obi come over. He costs.
It goes down the wrong tube when you're drinking water, or whatever. That's all.
We're not making enough today to have Obi fill in for you.
Yo, Obi has been putting in work.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He's going to be the one making all the money over these holiday seasons over here.
He's chilling.
His per rate billable is very high. Oh, for Obi because the quality is so good, Obi. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Maybe you should pump it up more. The supply and demand issue.
Exactly. I just provide the liquidity. I said this before.
Yeah, exactly. You are providing great liquidity.
I love the line when he's like the one at the bar, providing liquidity as well. I've seen them. So there's a video. His mic's on? Okay.
I can't hear him, but yeah.
And it was a while back, and then all of a sudden I don't even remember this. And then I think Joe had the video. He just happened to be taking a video at the time, and all you hear me saying is that I will provide the liquidity, because I think we were talking about like, oh, should we get more drinks? Should we not? I don't know. These guys were kind of being like, I was just like, okay, everybody shut up. I will provide the liquidity. I think that was pretty funny.
That means you were buying the drinks or you were drinking the drinks?
Yeah. I think that's what ended up happening.
Okay. Yeah. All right, thanks, Obi. Yeah, you can provide the liquidity for us if that means sitting in one of our seats. These seats need to be filled, so he will fill the bids and the offers. And but all kidding aside, it's going to be a little bit of a slow afternoon.
Yeah, and appreciate all the super. I know there's we got a bunch of super chats over the lunch, the lunchtime, and want to shout out everybody, and especially if you're sticking around. Enjoy this afternoon. Like I said, it's our last stream of the year, but we're back on Friday because
oh my gosh,
the market's open.
Yeah, we don't ever.
If the market's open, then we are here. So I know I'm looking at Sidious. Sidus. Sidus space. Sidus, not Darth Sidious.
Sidus.
Which is what I want it to be. And then Tesla lost VWAP, which, by the way, Tesla has been, if you look at the last couple of sessions, and by a couple, I mean every single one, when I zoom out my 3-minute chart, it goes all the way back for the whole week. Like, look at what happens in the afternoon. Now, granted, today, it's not really moving as much. I fully expect this is the range, and let's just deal with it. I think we get VWAP to the low, no better, no worse. But it's been selling off. So when it broke VWAP, which just happened Just before we came on, I'm looking short. I have a couple more offers under VWAP to try to pick it up, and we're looking low of the day there. But ultimately, this has been a pretty weak one. Silver, oh, shoot, I might have just missed a reload on silver as well at 65, but I'm looking to fade that as that's relatively weak. Let's be real. I don't think we get crazy moves. Look for the inside of a range. If you look in VWAP, look to the low of the day. If you're bouncing off VWAP, maybe play into the next supported resistance level, and maybe some small caps will be going. I already see ESHA, which is what I'm calling ESH Acquisition Corp.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's one of these, obviously, like SPAC. Been doing lots of solid volume, let's just say. I see people talking about this. It's still underneath VWAP and kind of on the backside of the trade, so it's not necessarily on my radar. And yeah, let us know what's moving. Make sure you go $. Bovin, you put in ESHA without the $. So still keep throwing in the $, because as we do the rundown right now, it is going to be about the names that you have been talking about, our viewers. So let us know via the $, whatever, and then this afternoon we'll be able to talk about the symbols that you're interested in and whatever comes to mind, and maybe we'll have Imbibe a little bit as well. Yep. Let's go to Sharif and start the rundown. Imbibe.
Welcome to the afternoon rundown, everyone. The show where you decide what we talk about every afternoon. The big boys, they are locked and they are loaded, and they're ready to look at the tickers as decided by you. But the only way to get your tickers on the afternoon rundown, you got to get into the chat and you got to vote. Make sure to throw in that $, though, before the ticker of your choice. Let's have a look at all four major averages, and all four major averages are red. Starting with the NQ, down a little over 0.5%. Faring a bit better is the ES, down 0.17, and the Dow, much the same look, down 0.18. The Russell 2000, the worst of the bunch, losing here 0.33% to go into the afternoon. Let's start, though, with the first ticker as decided by you guys, INBS. What a monster this was during the midday show. Intelligent bio stock, up over 174% at the highs on a new deal with Surma Yohari MedTech to manufacture its drug screening reader. The partnership aims to cut the annual cost by about 40%, as boost gross margins by 20% and quadruple, guys, the capacity. Good look here for INBS, 1294 high, trading at 1135.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement. Like on a day like today, you're gonna, you're gonna do over 100 million shares worth of volume. On top of that, you're gonna do all of it, or the overwhelmingly absurd majority of that, over the volume weighted average price. This is also the stock with, and I'm not gonna make the same rant about naked short selling, but this is also the stock with the 100% short float, at least according to our data, which of course is utter nonsense and might not be adjusted. But either way, like, it's an epic squeeze here in INBS. And what you don't usually see this, where you haven't even had an actual cross since the pre-market of the volume weighted average price. That is true strength for sure. It just means anytime it gets anywhere close to it, the buyers are not waiting around, like they're aggressively buying the dips. The short seller's like, well, we need to make sure we get something there. There's been nothing about this that's showing a sign of weakness, with the notable exception that you have on the 15-minute, what looks like a curl on the 15. So if I'm kind of looking at this from the 15-minute, from this $8 bounce, and then say, okay, well, that's one trend that didn't break, and now you start another one higher. On the 15-minute, this is breaking right here. Now, I'm not paying for locates in this. I'm already in SIDU, which is similar, but looks like it's made a more distinct top. But INBS seems like a ring the register kind of situation for me. And I suppose when I was talking about how naked short selling is ridiculous and the uptick rule is not as big of a deal, they should be focusing on shutting down things like this. I suppose the other side is, sometimes when it blows up, it gets even better, I suppose, the upside. But just because you get some really good squeezes out of it, to me, doesn't necessarily mean it's the kind of practice that's good for the market. And overall, it crushes more stocks than it probably allows you to get some squeezes like this.
Yeah, we had that funny poll earlier about that, but there's going to be lots of runners today. I mean, Neil just went over it. Right now, there's an hour, basically, and a half left until we get those imbalances, right, which could spark some kind of movement in the market. So I think when you're looking at these opportunities, you just got to say to yourself, is it worth throwing away X amount on a trade that may or may not go just because I'm bored, or because you know, looking for something to do heading into New Year's. So for me, these are going to be the right plays to look at, the SIDUs, the IBNSs, and all that kind of stuff into the afternoon in case we break some levels. But even if we do break some key levels, is there really going to be enough volume to follow through? You know, that's going to be something. I'd rather actually wait for a big move to happen and then fade it back to the mean. So that's what I would be looking to do. For now, I'm just playing with NVIDIA and the TQs. Let's go see what the next stock is. And then, I don't know, I was even going to look at crypto, but that's not even moving either. That's 87.8 right now, which I feel like it was at this morning there as well. So, all right, we'll do the rundown. We'll get Sharif out of here, and then we'll talk about, you know, some fun activities that maybe we have planned for later on today.
Probably.
All right, let's talk a little SIDU. SIDU Space Station up nicely here, 33.33%. Forming a bit of a bull flag here on the 15-minute chart. So they did raise, they issued a public offering raise of 10.8 million shares at $1.50 a piece, raising $16.2 million. Management says they're going to use the cash towards working capital, manufacturing expansion, product development, etc. But we know earlier this week that they were selected for a contract with the Missile Defense Agency's SHIELD indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity program, which supports the Golden Dome missile defense strategy and carries a total ceiling of up to $151 billion. SIDU trading at 357.
They should definitely do like some kind of like a commercial with Samuel L. Jackson. Just get Nick.
Thanks on planes?
No, just get Nick Fury up in their shield.
Oh, the Shield. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Makes sense.
So
Wasn't Snakes on a Plane was a pretty funny movie. It probably wasn't.
yes, it was.
Was it? Okay, I was gonna say.
Oh, you never saw it?
No, no. Some of these older movies.
Oh, you
know, it's like you always think back about, oh man, those movies were so good, and then you rewatch them and they're not so hot. But
It's probably not the kind of movie you could watch.
I want to know what Fabian got from Swiss Chalet over
mad
there.
jokes.
I want to know what
Love Swiss Chalet.
Fabian, what'd you get from Swiss Chalet over
Isn't he
there?
ordering right now? Isn't
I
that what's
got
on the
ribs.
screen?
Oh, man gets ribs, so they're
Yes,
over here.
sir.
Ribs.
Yeah.
This man is not
Oh,
fooling
word?
around, man. I'm having a salad.
Ribs,
He's having
huh?
ribs.
It's okay. I'm not watching my figure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Make
you don't need to, man. I think ribs are okay. They're not
No.
too bad. You know.
If anything, I need to pack them on.
Protein.
Yeah. He's trying to
whatever.
pack on the
You gotta-
weight.
you gotta
Fabian's
enjoy.
telling us over there. So
Enjoy yourself.
yeah. Yes, Fabian. Fabian getting a lot of love from Mike P.
Oh, you know what they're remaking? Or I don't know if it's a remake.
I feel like that was a big. Was that Ramin's food in there?
There's another Anaconda
of
being
us.
made. I think like Jack Black. Is it Jack Black?
Anaconda. Okay, that would be another one, man. Like
Oh,
who was in the first
Paul
one?
Rudd and
that was J
Blackjack.
Lo and Ice Cube.
Yeah,
Jack
Blackjack. He just.
Jack
What did
Black.
Ramin get from Swiss Chalet?
Straight up, yeah, they're making.
She
new
got mashed
Oh, that's-
potatoes and
Mashed potatoes, some little chicken.
and
little
I don't
chicken wrap?
remember.
I think she got chicken wrap would be my guess over there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Mac and cheese.
Anaconda.
She
Oh,
got
who
mac
is
and
it?
cheese.
Oh, and the guy you don't like. You don't like. I think he's funny.
Paul Rudd?
You don't like Paul Rudd.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like Paul Rudd. That doesn't
I
even
told
look
you
like
this-
Paul.
I told you the
doesn't even
story.
Look like Paul
He's so
Rudd.
funny.
Yeah, but it says Paul Rudd, but that
So
looks
good.
Does that look like Paul Rudd?
Can I-
Okay, it must be.
I can show this.
That looks
I'm about to
funny.
show
Jack
the
Black is
trailer.
pretty funny. I know. Are we
I
allowed
don't,
to
know,
show that?
I don't know. If we're
Yeah,
not
that's
allowed to,
fine.
then I'll just throw it away for a second.
Fabian said it might be fine to show.
No, so this is weird. Look, when I was in high school, I worked at the local theme park, which is Canada's Wonderland, and Paul Rudd came by. So Paul Rudd was there, which
yeah?
presumably, I don't know, probably his girlfriend or something.
There's-
And I remember, okay, so let's just say I was like, oh, you're so-and-so from blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I'm not. I'm from this other show. And it was kind of like, oh, really? Like, aren't you just like no one else?
Aren't you Ant-Man?
Shouldn't you just be happy that I recognized you? Like, no one else recognized you. He was also in Friends as well, but
Oh yeah, he just said Phoebe's boyfriend in her.
it was kind of a weird experience. I met Roger Clemens at one as well when he was with the Toronto Blue Jays. He was at Canada's Wonderland. Anyways, let's go back to SIDU before I'm just going to wax poetic about things that don't actually matter. So SIDU, I know Sharif said bull flag, but to me, like what I saw here, first it was a trend break, which it kind of pulled back into the prior high, and then I got stopped out. Then it did this topping tail wick on the 15-minute. And ever since the lower high here at 360, I've been essentially shorting, looking for another pullback into this higher low, kind of playing the range game here on SIDU. But it's very, like, look at what happened to the volume on this stock in the last 30 minutes. I mean, just absolutely dying down. So thinking that we get too much further, like I'm bidding into about 335, and then I'll just sort of see what happens here. But if it goes further, it goes further. We'll see. And then Tesla might not be on the rundown. I was able to reload at 44, but it's stopping at the $0.50 because why would anything move more than 50 cents this afternoon? and then the low here is down at 453. So just a couple of things on SIDU. I'm not thinking it's going to completely fall apart. I'm also not thinking it's going to completely blow out either.
We have I'm going to go to Chief quickly. We have a new position. SMR just went up, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. And let's see if it works, though, first. Here it is right here. Come to the screen quickly, Fabian, then we'll go over to Sharif. So there's the unusual move from 14 all the way to 1430. What did I say I was going to do? Wait for these moves to happen, see if it builds the top. It wicks up twice, up to 1430. Then I shorted 1425. We are now 10 cents in the money. New position alert on SMR. We did average in to that top, but not very many shares, but there it comes right back in. I should probably put another bid right here on the TQQs. I'm at 67. Let's just get a 68 fill there. Then we'll wait for, there it is. Then we'll wait for 62 after that as we continue to go. So far, so good. And there it is. We'll drop out of this one as well. And we'll hit a chicken dinner winner for my only well, hopefully these two stocks we're in are going to wind up positive, but there is an out right now on a dump there of NVIDIA. We're short the futures. We're short SMR. Let's go back over to Sharif.
DVLT, boys, up about 23%, give or take, but breaking back down now, losing that 65 penny area. DataVault Incorporated, they've been added to the S&P Semiconductor Select Industry Index, and the index, of course, does often mean passive buying by index funds. So DVLT breaking down now, but still up 23%.
There was a couple of companies that were not kicking the tires on some of that as well. There, Ramin got mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. So both from Swiss Chalet. So Swiss Chalet famous for chicken. We got ribs, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese.
Isn't that a weird combination? Mashed potatoes and mac and cheese.
Yeah, Neil.
It's like two sides.
What are you judging, Neil?
I'm not judging. I'm just what? Okay.
People can't eat what they want to eat.
They're eating whatever you want to eat. I've just never seen someone get mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. Now mac and cheese all day, every day.
We
all
went
day, every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mac.
I've never had it from Swiss Chalet.
I mean, just keeps on hitting the denied for that. No, but yesterday, my daughter, we went, there was not many, we stayed in the Marriott in Buffalo, and there was basically nothing open. Like all the stores, all the restaurants, all downtown were closed. The weather was not the greatest. So we ate at their restaurant both times. And the first night we got burrata, which is amazing cheese there, with a tomato jam and side arugula and the bread and everything like that. Anyways, as soon as that hit the table, there was 6 or 7 of us at the table, my daughter just immediately attacks it, right? Okay, so then the very next day we went back there for lunch. My wife and I split an avocado turkey BLT thing, and she just got the burrata. That's it. So she just got like the appetizer, burrata, all to herself.
Knows what she wants.
And so yeah, to the point about appetizers there as well. But yeah, it looks like DataVault.
DataVault is dead now.
Yeah, I mean under $1 I think is a risky proposition. Surprised it got added to something being under $1.
Added to anything being under $1 is very unique. I can't think of another example of that. I have limited.
Futures.
Who knows? But this looks like it's actually breaking down right now. Like if I wasn't in SIDU, I might actually consider paying for locates in DVLT. Like look at this flat bottom break that just happened here on DataVault, right at 65 cents, almost clean. Yikes! And the chart doesn't look very good on the daily, which is obvious for a penny stock. I guess that's not very surprising at all. But this looks like there's some room to the downside. Do we have free locates on this? Probably not. No, we don't. No, this is worth it. I'm going to pay for locates. That's a heck of a gap, and it just flat bottom broke. So if we're headed down, why not DataVault as well? So I'm going to go grab some locates. It's still within the first cent or two of this move. So let's see if we can grab some. They're going to be like a fraction of a cent per share for sure. But surprising they be added to any index, regardless of how small.
All right, so we'll go, we'll spin it for a little bit of money here, just trying to see if we can, I don't know, just top it out here. We said that if we can get any kind of a move. So there's 14.25 down to 14.15 right now. It's a dime right there. And then we're just getting out of some of these futures. Almost all of them if I can. We'll put we have another bigger bid right down here for about 25% at 53.60. So that should come in right now. We're actually bidding 61, so that should fill in a second. And then we'll see about this bottom tick for the TQQs. So we're just in 2 positions right now. We did get out of our NVIDIA trade, which was a good, look at that. Look where we got out, man. As soon as it breaks that, see ya, as NVIDIA is going lower. So let's see if these futures can print down here. And then Sharif, I think one more name, and if not, let's only do one more so you can get the hell out of here. All right, let's go back over to Sharif and let's wrap this thing up.
Tesla, boys, down 0.5% here, and it was speculated this morning that Michael Burry could be short. He took to his Substack and X and said, I am not short. The clarification does come a day after Burry used his Substack to deliver a scathing critique of the company's valuation. He is not currently short. He did not specify, though, whether he was short before. Tesla down a fifth.
All day, Tesla has just been, not literally every day. Every day since the 500 test, Tesla has been a short overall. Like, there's been up moves, but every single one of them got faded. The most damning thing about it was yesterday, because yesterday was a huge V-shaped recovery. When you see a stock like this do the V-shaped recovery that Tesla did, the last thing you're expecting is to end up on the low of the day by the end of the day. And it fell in a very orderly fashion all the way to the low. It's holding the bottom end of the range today. So yesterday's close was at 454.5. That's been resistance all afternoon. The second it broke VWAP, I'm shorting 54 into the low of the day, just looking to scalp it. Like, it'll be about it's like $1.50 to the low. So just try to grab that and then reload if we get the opportunity. So Tesla, we're going to get deliveries. I mean, usually it's somewhere at the beginning of the month. I wouldn't necessarily expect it on Friday. Heck, it could come out on, I guess it would be like on the Monday or the Tuesday.
See you, boys. See you, boys. See you, boys. See you, Sharif.
As Sharif is going to take off for the evening. But no, another bad day for Tesla. I think you're waiting for the 50 period on the daily. It's about mid 440s, and then look for a bounce there. But until we get there, Tesla's been on a one-way collision course. There's been no buyers of this stock that have been able to sustain at any point in the last week, and they have.
There you go. This is, I mean, we missed on the prime rib. We had lasagna for Christmas Eve, but I'm thinking that tomorrow, if we don't have a prime rib, I don't know. She's being very coy about what's happening tonight. So, cool. But this is prime rib twice. I didn't even read this yet. So, twice baked potato. That is like my son's favorite side. Caesar salad. Love the Caesar salad and the champagne. I mean, how do you really beat that meal? I think. I mean, sure, there's probably ways of beating it, but that's
it's perfect.
Last trade of the year. Okay, short on quantum. Okay, QBTS, IONQ, going hard at them right now. Happy New Year, all. Yeah, I mean, if people want to put, thank you so much, David. If people want to put their, perfect New Year's Eve dinner or whatever in the chat, I think that'd be a lot of fun. We can start to read some of that and have fun together. So thanks, David. Let's all do that. For me, prime rib would be absolutely perfect. For a night like tonight, some red wine, maybe. Yeah, and then maybe like a late night dessert. Like maybe you can have like a creme brulee. I mean, it's too fancy. I don't know if anyone's gonna make that at home, but some creme brulee with like some late night champagne. I don't know, man. Something like that. Something seafood too would be nice. I don't know. I could just
the other day, a few years back, with my brother out east, we did like we had like scallops and linguine. Just absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
White wine. It was fantastic. Now, obviously, when you're out east, this isn't Halifax, right? Like, you get, look, you're on the ocean. It's just so cheap.
You have to do it.
To be able to pick up seafood. So that's what you do. Like, it's normal there.
Yeah.
When they have occasions, you're going to eat good seafood. Whereas here, it's like, nah, we want to have something a little bit different. But
the seafood pasta would be great.
Yeah, seafood pasta for sure. Like, I love seafood, so that would be almost perfect for
shrimp
me.
cocktail. That's what we're having. I mentioned that. I think we're definitely throwing down some shrimp cocktail. My daughter, that first night when we had dinner there, she got the basically the seafood pasta there, but it wasn't linguine. I can't remember what it was, and it said jumbo shrimp on the. But I asked her afterwards.
Was it though?
Yeah, I asked her after. I think it was bucatini. I think it was, which is great. Which is a little thicker, like almost like a Singapore noodle. But and it was carbonara, so she really liked that. And there was jumbo shrimp in there. And afterwards, she goes, "You know what, Dad? Those shrimps weren't that jumbo." Sorry about that.
It's not that surprising. These days,
yeah.
Yeah, portions. Everybody knows this.
I think the shrimps were.
Portions aren't what they want.
Oh, TV dinner. Yeah, that's a good one. Have a TV dinner, smoke a bowl. That's good. Watch All in the Family reruns and go to bed at 9. 9's a little early, my guy, over there. 9.
We can't read that 19. Super. Thank you, New Boot, for the super chat.
What did he say? This is the guy that I just saw there. 9 o'clock.
No, that's
1965. Yeah, maybe that's about right if you're that old. No, just playing around. That's not even that old. You're just slightly older than Neil. What was the other one that you saw over here?
It's a thank you for the super chat. I'm not.
Okay, that super chat. Yeah. I never heard of that pie, so.
I don't know.
Okay.
Joe's definitely never heard of that pie. Anyways,
Joe's not a pie fan.
Not at all. So there's the low. The low just hit on Tesla. So I jumped in.
You might like that pie.
We're able to get 54 into 52.9 as it continues to go lower. SIDU is trying to go, but if we get any kind of a bounce, I'm just going to reshort that bounce. Like, with only 90 minutes to go, like, I don't mind if Like if that's the move and there's nothing too crazy after that, like that's all we need. For sure. And the funny, if you're in the chat, like there's no need for us to read that super chat. If you're in the chat, you can all read it yourselves, but I don't want to get us like canceled or anything like that. Let's be real. Well, shoot, I was gonna talk about something else, and then now I'm chuckling.
We're hitting these. You can come over here quickly. We're hitting out right now on these positions. Neil's got like sort of the low float runners today that are actually running, and I've just basically got two relatively bigger names, I guess, where we've shorted the futures right there. I'm covering now, so we have a bunch of covers here in the mid to low 50s. As we get out of that position, we have less than half of that, and we have about half. Well, actually, sorry, we just got filled there at 10s. So we have 35% or so of this SMR trade left, and we'll see how low can it go. And then I'm going to actually just refresh this thing because just to see if something does move. Let's fresh start this. So what you could do is get into the chat right now, start putting whatever you want here as far as a symbol is concerned. And when you do that, like if someone actually, here, I'll start SMR. So when you do that, then SMR will somehow, there it is, and it will now show up. So if you want to put something in here, App Lovin' just got put in there as well. So we can go into here a bunch of times and get that all figured out. So and we will have, I just heard Adara, she'll be back. If there's any news breaking, we'll talk about that. She is back.
Girl.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, we're all done.
Back again. Adara's back. Tell a friend.
The birthday girl.
The birthday girl. So we want to say happy birthday to her once again. And yeah, Tesla, Palantir. Oh, this guy got pizza. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what everybody's getting for lunch over here. So probably lots of pineapple on that.
When Obi says he's getting something like a day in advance, me really holds true.
Yeah, man. We just got to get those burgers.
Yesterday he was like, I'm getting pizza tomorrow, and then boom.
Boom. Yeah, man.
Sia said she was gonna get pizza, and then that didn't happen.
No, okay.
She was like, oh, because Sia actually likes.
Yeah, she came here and ate and just jammed out. She was on for like 5 minutes, wasn't she? Yeah, what was she doing?
Oh, she had to take off to be.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one of the reasons we did. So we were going to do the cake for Adara in the afternoon show when things are kind of chill and not moving around as much, but Sia had to take off.
Yeah, I saw Sia in the lunchroom, and she was like,
but we do have. I might get it out of the fridge at some point.
I want more of those.
I can't eat more of that cake. The turtles are delicious. Those are delicious, by the way.
That was the one thing I said to Marissa. I was like, we didn't get any turtles this year.
That's the
what is that? No, that's the wrong one, man. I refreshed it, Fabian.
Turtles and Toblerone, man.
Yeah. We got the Toblerones. We got the Ferrero Rocher.
That's the other one.
That is very, very
Pure
popular.
Christmas right there.
It looks still like.
Huh?
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, exactly. We'll do burgers on Friday. Yeah. Okay. Are you? Oh yeah, you'd be here for Joe. Yeah.
Where are we getting the burgers from?
Cabanos. It's a cheeseburger place around here. We tried to get it the other day, but they were closed. So we're gonna get that on Friday.
Bet this. You know, if I say cheeseburger Eddie,
that's from a movie.
Okay, you see, Obi was like,
but I have to. Can't recall where it's from.
I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the shakes that'll make you quake.
You guys are too smart.
I got them burgers. All about cheeseburger Eddie. Character.
There was a burger on the menu that I should have got instead of getting that bacon, turkey, avocado, BLT thing. The burger, someone on our table got the burger. It was like so good. But the thing is, what I don't ever like ordering burgers. This one I'll do because it's based on, Obi's said that it's like one of the greatest burgers in Toronto. And if I haven't had that, then I got to get into that. But the thing about burgers are they're so easy to make at home and just so good when you make them. Just grab your own, it's like ground beef, your own chuck, whatever.
When I'll make an omelet. I'm not buying an omelet somewhere. You just make my own because I know what I like. So if you know,
it's just so good. It's just the natural.
It's
not as greasy.
It's so true. And thanks for all the good wishes for Adara for her birthday. Drop system. Okay, we're gonna go to Adara. As a matter of fact, the birthday girl will come back, and I see you drop system. That's a good stock.
Oh, longest yard.
We'll talk some Robinhood because crypto didn't move, but Robinhood certainly did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for the birthday wishes, and thank you to Orogenic for supporting the show, OGEN, because when the seconds count, you don't have time to wait for just treating symptoms. NYSE-listed Orogenics, or OGEN, is rewriting the rules of neurological care. We're looking to develop the first FDA-approved treatment for concussions. So book a meeting with our team today. Thank you, Orogenics, and thank you, Sean and Neil. Going to go back to them. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Adara, and I said we look at Robinhood. look out for Robinhood. This might be making another break lower. I dislike Coinbase more than I dislike Robinhood because one of these two things is something I believe is worth buying, and the other one is Coinbase. But some point next year, we will see the 200 period moving average on Robinhood. And when that happens, it will be somewhere around $100, and we'd look for a bounce. So I think it's happening, but sometimes you think you're going to get that pullback, and it just doesn't. The other name, which I brought up, which I do not like, come on, charts. It ain't over yet, is already breaking down, and there is nothing remotely that I like about Coinbase at these levels. This feels like it has a different ways to go. So yeah, Robinhood, I think that's going to be worth a shot to buy the dip. Tesla seems to be bouncing off that 453, so it went the buck change. Now it's kind of consolidating lower. Maybe it's got another leg down in it, another leg down as it heads lower. That DVLT, Data Vault. I got to look up what the heck index the penny stock is allowed to even get into.
I don't know, but here goes the
feel
market
like that's
for some
capped.
reason. The market just capped itself right here, and now you're down to 53.40 right now on the futures. So there we go. Let's go. Good short there. We got the reload. We're putting this back in our pocket here temporarily on the futures, as we talked about it being. And again, I know it's not the futures; it's the TQQs, and it is a triple levered against the Nasdaq. So you could also trade S. We just took a fill there at 41. You could also trade SQQ the other way around. It'll be because TQQs recently split, SQQ was the cheaper, they will both split the other way. So SQ and TQs both split, but they went oppo. So they're both in this $50 to $60 range. This was a $15, $16 stock. So we don't have any problems borrowing TQ shares. They're free to borrow here. So in that regards, we will trade the TQQs. That way, if the market goes down, I can go short. If the market goes up, I'll go long, as opposed to the SQQ. And there it is, man. Let's see if we get right back down to the lows of the day. And again, this was just something there. Oh, here we go. 69er. What's up? Easy peasy. That's a saying around our house, too. It's like easy peasy, lemon squeezy,
That's a
no, a $69 super chat. I hope this is okay to read. I didn't put this up.
Gotta read.
Okay, thank you, Sean. I'm consistently improving my trading as you improve. Oh, thank you. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Entering and exiting the same positions with proper sizing without watching TV, and exiting the same positions without proper sizing without watching TV or copying. Good. Thank you to the whole family. Neil, Shreve, Brendan, Adara, Joe, Ramin, Randy, and Andre. Yeah, Andre, and all happy New Year. Well, thank you so much.
The only person that's only
For
goes
that.
by the nickname. Because Ram, we know Ramin, but yeah, Andre, is Andre back on Fridays? Actually, I'm not even sure when Andre's back. He'll be back next week.
Ramin's the only one that would know because she's counting down the days.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure.
She's like, Andre, where the hell are you, man? Back here. She's trying to convince Andre, like, hey, Brazil, the weather's way nicer here than in Brazil. You better come back immediately to enjoy all of the weather. I don't know if that's what's going to be. What was that sandwich? Yeah, eclectic. Anyways, by the way, thank you so much, Easy Peasy. I mean, that is, I'm just going to say in here, mad love as I just respond to that. It means a lot there. Thank you so much for all the super chats from everybody this year, and it's really nice to see that you're improving as we all continue to trade. So I don't know if there's news or not. I just heard Obi say out of the side of his mouth there. But look what this trade that we have on right now. I mean, this right here is the trade for me. There it goes. Huge move in the futures, and we're short. So, in what was basically falling off a cliff here, Adara, like immediately. I don't know if Trump, probably, it's probably just low volume trade. We will start to cover this as
happened yesterday.
Okay, yeah, we see it near the low of the day here. So I just want to basically cover and that's that. So right now I have a quarter left. That's it, a quarter left of this trade. And it means a lot, all these super chats and how nice you guys have been to us. And so just keep being nice to us, basically, throughout the new year. I'm very emotional, so can't take any.
Just as long as you don't get any
emotional damage.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of emotional damage. So I'm more about in the new year. I'm more the Trump guy. I'm more that Trump meme that we have.
I have none of those.
I'm
on
just
my
like
board.
I don't
Not
have it
a
either.
single one.
I gotta maybe if Fabian sends me the note. Relax, guy. That's more what I'm gonna be like this year. Yeah, just relax, guy.
No, there's
Too much emotional damage. Just relax, guy.
Where's the dancing one?
Relax, guy. Oh, you like the dancing one in front of the screen there? You were in front of the.
Isn't it something like that? I can't. Whatever.
That was a good one. Yeah, you are basically mimicking.
Is that kind of like?
That's not really the. That's kind of it. I thought there was more just
Was that like AI or something? No, but that was actually him.
No, that was on Saturday Night Live. That was like almost 7 or 8 years ago, I would think, at least.
We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
Yep, we have to win more. We have to buy more Nike. You see Nike's there up 4% today. We have to buy more of
Nike had a day.
We have to win more and more of that as we go. Silver's getting slapped.
Well, this is what happened yesterday.
Slap it up.
Silver lost the bid.
Ooh, 7%.
And then everything started losing the bid. Oh, that should have been a reload at 65. But we were looking at Tesla at that moment. DVLT has gone. SIDU's starting to go. Thank you guys for pointing out DVLT, which I didn't see the story about it getting added to some index. But anyways, whatever the story actually was, like I was looking for it because I'm just very skeptical of that. It's a penny stock. How could it be in anything? Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But when it broke, there's their flat bottom break, and the low is 64.8, so less than 65 cents, and you're able to short it essentially at 64 in front of that. So it's like less than a cent worth of risk. And this could pull all the way back to 57. It's already gone pretty much halfway. So at this point, like I'm already out of just over half because it's gone halfway in the move. And if it falls any further, I'm gonna end up with about a quarter for it to get down to about 57. So everything is rolling over with silver. And if that's the case, wanna keep an eye, because if this bounces, which yesterday when the same thing happened, silver did bounce. Like we rolled over at 242 and this bounced at like 3 o'clock for power hour and then was kind of trend up. Like there were a couple of short opportunities. So I feel like if silver bounces again, then you might catch a little bit of a turn in the market. So keep an eye. It seems like the low of the day breaking on silver was just like yesterday when it lost this bid here and how quickly everything headed back into the low. So far, I mean, all the shorts have worked out. Tesla M70. Love these names. Thank you, YouTube, for doing this.
Yeah, put it back just for Adara.
It's for Adara.
You can read it so Derek can hear.
Oh, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Adara. She's really smart. I made so much money from her calls. I wish her a very long life and a wonderful new year. May this free real market news last forever.
Thank you so much for the kind words and the support for the show. And I'm always really happy to be bringing you guys this news and calls. And I love doing it. So thank you so much again and Happy New Year.
There we go. If you like what you're doing.
As long as we have the ability to, Trader TV, we're here when the markets are open and we'll show you what's happening in real time, and Adair will keep you informed and Sia will keep you informed, and we'll be looking at exactly what's really going on in real time as opposed to a half an hour later or like an hour later whenever they get to it. So, when the market rolls over because maybe silver loses a bid, it's like, okay, this is happening now. Let's try to figure out where the turn might be or what's actually causing this market to drop to the best of our abilities. So thank you guys so much. There we go. Thank you for getting rid of that. Let's be real. There are some things that don't stink today. Like, I was just looking over like what is above the open. Apple is actually flat on the session and holding some higher lows. The other name that I was looking at, maybe if the market were able to bounce, yeah, this is not going to happen. This is probably a flat bottom break. Nike is up 4%, but really this isn't doing anything. I almost think this might be better for a catch-up trade, maybe for a bit of a gap fill on Nike, as opposed to trying to catch a long way up here. I was thinking maybe that it'd dip back into prior high, but it hasn't. So just looking for some things that might be relatively strong. Let us know what else you find out there. Okay. So Ramin has told me, if you guys are looking at the chat like I am right now, then you can click this pinned link, bye 2025.
Yeah, what does that go to?
And then, it
more ways than
populates up here, so I have to go down and do this, and I'll full screen. And this is our bye. It's like a 2025 review, it looks like, for Trader TV Live.
Yeah, it's
so
all
anybody
our
can
best
click that link. You can go watch it.
How is this all our best moments when it's all Trump? I don't understand this.
All Trump. There's Joey options.
It's the
there's
market's
one of the
best
best moments,
moments, and
of
then our
course,
best
with Kevin and the little baby thing that we did.
Sean,
There
don't
was
be a
Carney
hater.
in there. Carney getting punked.
You said I was broken, Ramin.
What?
Yeah, so...
Oh,
there it is. Oh, that was a good
the
one.
American Eagle, obviously.
Okay, that's fine.
So pretty cool. Check it out. It's the pinned link in the chat, everybody, at the very top.
I mean, I know Ramin's done this because I still have not seen, I don't think, my face or your face yet, so...
Well, it was in baby form. In baby form, it was.
Baby form, baby form.
They see our mugs enough, anyways.
Ramin, I might just go take another turtle my damn self at this point.
I'm down with. I'll
Anyway, these are my favorite. What is everybody's favorite holiday treat? Like turtles. Now that I've had, I didn't have one all basic holidays.
You gotta get on.
We had the Ferrero Rocher. We talked about that. We had the Toblerone. Just milk chocolate, like whatever. I don't know, Cadbury eggs. I guess that's more for
Lindor.
more for Easter, but. The Lindors. Oh, the Lindors. Oh, yeah, the Lindors. Have you had the pistachio Lindors?
Hell. If I had the pistachio Lindor.
Wow, I had them. Yeah, my family just basically yoinks those right from me, man. I had a bunch in the stocking. Thank you, Santa Claus. And yeah, they were gone real quick, man. Once my family hit up those, I had like 2 of them. I was like, damn, these are great.
Yeah.
What do you mean they got taxed?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, who has 2 Lindor chocolates?
Taxed. I tried to have multiple. Probably a good thing I didn't, but
I don't have that kind of discipline.
Man, those pistachio Lindor, yeah, that's if there's pistachio turtles, it's if someone has those, send them over to me and I'll be cash on delivery, man. We'll get those figured out.
I have pistachios in general.
And please tell me you had this chocolate. Pistachios. What chocolate?
Oh my goodness, cookie. I'll tell you right now, you just said fruitcake from Barbados. So
okay.
Now, when a West Indian says fruitcake, you're not talking about fruitcake. It's rum cake. Mm-hmm. It just so happens to be like quote unquote fruit based. But what you do is like you have a jar going, which we do at our house. You got a jar going, you've got all your fruits and prunes, all that stuff in there, and then you're just constantly spiking it with rum throughout the year. And then at the end of the year, after it's been marinating forever, for months and months, and it's nice and moist, then you make the cake, and it is delicious. And the first time I had it, I was a kid. I'm like, this tastes funny. And they're like, yeah, because that's a West Indian rum cake, fruit cake. But it's delicious. It's so moist. Not this dry fruit cake that you could like throw like a football and like it's like a brick. None of that stuff, man. West Indians do it right, straight up. And if you've never had it, then I suggest you try. But it has to be like a true authentic. Like that was when, straight up, when my wife got the seal of approval from my family, she made a fruitcake for like a Christmas gathering that we had, and then it was just a bunch of stuff there, and they're eating. My aunt's like, "Who made this? It's so good." And I'm just like, "Yeah, that's right." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yes." She knows. Always about to the stomach.
Yeah, you always got to marry the one with the fruitcake. That is for sure.
All day.
Yeah, we shout out Randy. I see some people in the chat talking about Randy. Not here right now, Randy.
Be back up
most of these IT guys.
Nobody in the back office. Usually there's, even when it's slow, there's 1 or 2 people here. This week there's nobody but us.
Oh, hey Randy, how's it going? I hope you enjoy
he's right there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, here's Randy.
Oh no.
What the?
You gone.
What time is it? Okay, 2:44. Okay. All right, let's keep on going on. Look, if there's anything you guys want to do, like Google's showing up on my scanner right now. We're trying to think of like things to talk about that, make us look stupid and make everybody laugh, and we can all laugh together. We can talk about fruitcakes and rum cakes and how much I love pistachios. I'm Italian. So there's all of that, man. But yeah, right here, Google does make a move down into the 200 period moving average. A name that's been relatively strong all day. We did have that little dip off there early, but then it's really been holding VWAP, obviously, as we come back in. So at the 200 period, the 200 period hasn't really meant anything all day. Maybe it did right there, but that's kind of cherry picking. So I would rather wait for VWAP to come into play. So those of you that are trying to be a little more patient, you can wait for that and then lose it at 313. But I don't know if like losing 50 cents or where is this at 40s? I don't know if losing 40 cents is like the cup of tea of the moment right now. Like it's you're gonna have to get 40 cents to go back up to the upside to make that trade at least 1-to-1. And I think right now you're probably looking for a little bit better than that. It's a good thing that we're talking about being almost out of all of SMR. We said we had 35% left. Then we took that fill, breaking through the 200 period moving average again. So now we have about 15 to 20% left of this SMR trade. And I'm actually thinking about just putting a bid right here and getting out of just a little bit more on SMR. The losing trade of the day for me, because now the futures still will be red on it, but we've covered that up, would just be this. We took basically 2 shots here on DJT. We did what we said we would do, like what we're doing on SMR. When I saw this DJT, this was sort of the news there about them dropping some sort of a random token there for every DJT shareholder is going to get some sort of a DJT coin. And that I thought was just a bunch of whatever fluff because the value of the coin is undetermined. So when that comes back in, I was like, okay, let's short this for some reason down into here once the market opened up, right? So we made the move back down and I was like, let's try 13s. That just blasted up real quick. And then at that point, we're like, okay, let's give it 15 more cents. Shouldn't have done that. Got stopped out, then tried it again, but a couple minutes later against that day's high at the time. And man, that was wrong. So I'm trying to look for moves like this where we blast and then we do this and then lack of volume brings it right back down to the downside again. So that's what I thought and we just got out some more SMR. Thought that's basically what we were doing here on Sam Michael Robert, and then that came all the way back in. So we'll get a little piece out here on VWAP and go over to Adara.
Speaking of DJT, let's talk about the man himself. Guys, I've had this series on XTTV Research. Started, I believe, in August, just updated with a whole bunch of new posts for the last couple of days. Here's the most recent post, just shared this about a couple hours ago. Do you guys remember when Trump said that I guess, sorry, what was this happening here? The U.S. will be receiving $25% of the proceeds of NVIDIA China sales. That happened, $25%. So if you want to relive this moment or other fun moments where Trump tweeted about, truthed about publicly traded companies, you can find this on XTTV Research. I will drop the link to the thread in our chat. And I want to let you guys know as well, there's more posts to come. I have a whole bunch of year-end review posts. I've been posting them over the last couple of days, but I'm also going to be posting some tonight, and then I have some scheduled to go out tomorrow as well. So if you like review content in preparation for the new year, XTTV Research is your place to go. Back to you.
Posting on the birthday, shout out to you, Adara, for sure. And Daniel, Mr. Westermeyer, as I like to say, I did get your email, and after we're done here, we will show. We were talking about Lindor, so you got something that I want to show you guys in a bit of a minute. But let's talk about Beta Pro. Why? Because if you're in Canada like us, and you're sophisticated like we seem to think we are sometimes, or you're a trader, then maybe you want to check out Beta Pro by Globex, the largest provider of leveraged ETFs in Canada. They got a few new ones, 3 times bull and bear exposure to TSX 60 and S&P, semiconductors, US Treasuries. And guess what? What day is today? It's December 31st. That 65 basis point fee drop, that is until today. So that's it, everybody. Take advantage. You also have currency hedging. So if you are a tactical, sophisticated trader and you would like to amplify your performance, scan that QR code you see on screen or check out betapro.ca 3x daily to learn more. And if I can find it. Yeah, you got to get amped.
I don't see what Westermeyer sent you over here.
Daniel sent me this.
Oh, there he is. It's in Switzerland?
So this is home of Lindor's chocolates, which I assume is in Switzerland. There's Daniel's lovely wife, home of chocolates. That's a great place to visit. I should add that to the bucket list, man. If you love chocolate, and of course, yes, that's a. I wonder how many. It's like the Eiffel Tower. Like how many people in the Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower Pizza? Like how many people take this exact photo? Good friend of the show. Thank you so much for sharing that, Daniel, as always. And hey, have an
I went
awesome
to the Cadbury
New
factory
Year's as well.
in England. That was wild. How they make the chocolate is just wild. There's these huge vats of it, just like, oh my God.
Willy Wonka, baby.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad movie to watch on a New Year's. Go get Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's not bad, too. It's
this whole time I thought we were talking about Francisco Lindor there, the baseball player. Yeah, what team is he on? Minnesota? No, where is he?
No, he's on the Mets now.
Mets now.
He was
that's right. It's not a big
Cleveland.
deal. Yeah,
he got paid, dude. Paid.
For sure. The Jays signed some minor league guy today. I don't know who it was.
Nothing.
It hit on my hit on my scanner.
If it's not Bo or Tucker, then
yeah, no, neither.
we don't care here.
Neither of them. Right there. Okay, I'm going to punch out a little bit more here. SMR just went to the downside, so that was a good idea to short that one. Right there, we'll take a bit at 9s. We actually punched out because I wasn't sure. I was sitting at 9 and not getting anything. So what you want to do is when you're looking at a level 2, you know, there's someone sitting here with 6,000 shares. Like these are all dark pool fills. They can hit those shares no problem, but sometimes you want to see. So there it is right there. So you got to get through this, and then there's just a couple stacked bids right now. So like even to get through 04, you're gonna have to break through 25,000, and then there's probably a few more shares at O's. No, not really. So there's gonna be some shares here on the bid. So you see how it just went down to 8 and back up again. So I am completely cool now. We're down to less than 10% left, or actually just about 10% left of SMR now. We did it. Like that's the play that we were waiting for. So, you know, happy that we're able to make that right now on SMR, and we'll just wait to see what the next trade looks like there for tonight. So for the rest of the trade today, sorry. That's SMR. So we'll wait for that. And I'm just like, I have scanners going on here. Like here's like JP Morgan showing up. So let me just see if there's anything yeah, so there it is. So let's see. So JP Morgan pulling back to VWAP. Right there, like that was a great trade about an hour or about 30 minutes ago. 223, 23.50, made a move up about 70 cents and came right back in again. So these are kind of things. We did get a question earlier about PayPal, so PYPL, another good level to talk about there, breaking below 60. I don't really see a world anymore with PayPal being a necessity for many people. I mean, I go on StubHub and I sell some tickets, I buy some tickets, and I use PayPal over there, and you can use PayPal on Ticketmaster. But here in Canada, and I know we're such a small market, so that's the thing, like Venmo and all that stuff, like no one really uses that here. Most of it is Interact. EMTs. You heard of an EMT before?
What's an EMT? What? Do you know what an EMT? I only deal in straight cash, man.
Right, but you would know. If I said to you, send me an EMT, you would know what that is. Oh,
who doesn't know?
Fabian, would you know what that means, Fabian?
Straight cash only.
EMT, yes, it is, emergency medical technician.
That is also, yeah.
Yes, if I'm sending you an EMT, yeah, maybe potentially you're having a heart attack.
You could save somebody's life.
That'd be right.
What the hell is
I mentioned it to Ramin.
That's a tough job, by the way.
I don't think you were here the day when we were going to do a Tim Hortons run or something.
I can see where this is going.
And it was like, and Ramin got it, and I was like, yeah, you could send me the receipt, and I can just EMT you the rest. And she's like, what the hell is an EMT? And then we went back and forth a little bit on there, but I figured it was a generational thing. She said, just say ET. And I said, but ET phone home? And it was like, see?
ET.
That's how you know how old we are there. But yeah, electronic money transfer. Yeah, that's what we all use here, Interact.
The best was, I was in a fantasy league.
ET phone home.
The commissioner of the league, only like a year or two ago, finally got like e-transfers. So like everybody that would want to pay up for the league, like you had to pay.
Here's I just had a story about you. You weren't even here.
Oh, you brought them both?
About the EMT. What is an EMT?
It's ET, it's not EMT.
No,
it's not an ET. No.
ET's a little alien that rides bikes.
You're wrong.
Okay, we're not, no, that's. This is a moment where sometimes you'd put up a poll, but there's no point because every single person, here's the thing. Everyone that's listening right now, if you think it's EMT, then you type 1 in the chat. And if you think that it's ET actually is that, then you can put it 2. But everyone's about, I'm going to do 1 because everyone knows it's an EMT. EMT.
That's what I thought it was. I'm not, I don't.
There is no third option and there is no neither. What is it with everyone that has 1.5? Mike, you always have to troll, Mike.
Send me the ET.
Drink it. Yeah, we'll drink it at some point, Joe. It just. First of all, these bottles just showed up like 2 seconds ago. Like, what are we supposed to do? They gotta get open.
We don't bang it over my head.
There's no glasses. Like what? Like what's going on?
So this is from. You can see it's from Raheem a lot.
Yeah, Raheem is always this generous. He came by, and he didn't even. So the crazy thing is, Raheem came by a couple of days to drop these off. He didn't even want to be on camera. He was here at the end of the show.
EMT,
he just quickly wanted to say Happy New Year and drop a gift off. That's how nice a guy he is, and didn't want to steal like any of the spotlight. Like
and he definitely didn't expense these. Let's put it this way. So, you can see because he wrote on both of them. But anyways, a rosé.
Well, how about just open one for?
I mean, okay, but we got to figure out who's having some of this. Obi, you'll have a glass. You'll have it. Obi is.
Look, everybody's having some. Let's be real.
Okay.
We just need glasses.
Yeah, I mean, Sharif's not here and Brendan's not here, so maybe everybody will have some today. Okay. All right.
Obi.
There's Obi. What's up, Obi? Obi's trading away here, as per usual.
Oh, UiPath, I think, at the end of the day today.
The show just got much more handsomer a couple minutes ago. Put that back. There it is. There's the
nice sweater.
What's up, Obi? Actually, that's amazing how much that looks like you guys are actually sitting beside each other. He has no idea.
If it wasn't for the, what would be really cool is if there was a way to get the background to just trick everybody, but you can't really pull that off because of the angle, unfortunately.
No, okay, that's what he was looking. So Obi was just looking at SIDU.
It just ran the high of the day.
Attaboy.
I was literally just sitting there in the last of my shares, but that's really starting to rally.
No stops.
Health. No, I keep wanting to say Sidious. Sidus.
Who trades with stops?
Sidus Space now up 43% and still going. This one is going absolutely ham. We have a button for this.
That's what you guys get for going short.
To the moon.
I'm only short, by the way.
SIDU, SIDUS.
Oh, boy.
And what we can call it, as that one is 42% to the upside. Another one of these crazy low float runners. I still like Rocket Lab better. I'll stick with that. I think if you're going for a space play next year, I'd play Rocket Labs over all of them. But you asked this, which is also pretty good. But the other thing you should consider about these space plays, when SpaceX does their IPO, probably not a bad time to get out and take your profit. Because I really feel like we'll rally into the SpaceX whenever, I don't even know what it's going to be. Sometime next year, Elon said, I suppose. But whenever that
I doubt that. I wonder what the odds are on that. What is Kalshi?
I haven't seen, it wasn't on Kalshi after he made the announcement. It might be now because I haven't checked. But I've never seen anything on IPOs on Kalshi. But you just search SpaceX?
Yeah, it's
What
not.
if you search IPO? Just search IPO and see if it's what is the next IPO? Maybe.
But I don't think SpaceX will be up there for the next one. I just wanted to see if it was.
You can bet on which
When
bank.
SpaceX officially announced IPO, it's right here.
Oh, there it is. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. So it is when will. Okay, what does that even mean here? What are the odds? Oh, here it is. Before, okay, so they're all August. August, July, June, July, August, basically, are what we're doing right now. So right now, before August 1st is winning with 57%. So 57% think before, but it doesn't matter. It's 100% say before. It's before. So it's basically before mid-year. Yeah, like June, July, August. So right into there, man. So they're all over. Well, I guess these ones being below, it's basically 57% say before August. So 46. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen at all, but if it does, you could go over here and bet this on Kalshi. I don't actually think that it will. Let me see what's trending on Kalshi here. Oh yeah, see this is the thing. You click on trending right here, and I don't know if it's for me or not, but it says for you. But I've never bet on any sporting events. This is what's killing DraftKings, is right into here, where you all of a sudden you don't have now to worry anything about legalities about does your sports allow gambling or not. You can just hit up this on Kalshi. As long as Kalshi's available in your spot, then you can grab this. So look at all these bets going through. This is all real time. What's going through right now on this game? Oh my, I'm in the wrong business, man. Give me that VIG on these every single time. Is that what's actually happening right here? That's a lot going through right now. The next most popular one for me is next U.S. presidential election winner. That's a hell of a long ways away. J.D. Vance or Gavin Newsom? Okay, that's strange. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? That makes sense. Here we go, the Fed decision. This is something that Neil and I go back and forth with. This will match the Fed the Fed rate tool that we always talk about on there. Okay, where will this close? End of 2026. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so that's Kalshi right now. Not much actually going on with the Kalshi right here. But let's just go check out SIDU, as apparently that is, there it is, $4 right now on SIDU, man. We've been really hitting the long as far as, the short here in the futures. But I'm just thinking that we're at the low of the day now on these, and we could just, bid right here, 26s, get another piece out right now. Oh, we got some more SMRs though, I guess. Oh yeah, we talked about that. So now I have less than 10% left on SMR, and we'll put another bid right here, see if we get it. We'll sit on Nasdaq or something right here, and just has to go through us to get that fill. So hopefully that does wind up happening right here. And yeah, that's about it. We already got the easy peasy there. There's another one there about apple pie. We won't show that, but thank you so much for the super chat again.
About apple pie?
Iowa, just about what you're having for food. And yeah, that was that. And I see that you got some glasses.
I've done my part.
How many did you get there? 6.
Well, I figure there's really
definitely 5
4 of us, and then
then you'll be double fisting, right?
Yeah, because C is gone and Sharif is not here, so yeah, we'll figure it out.
Sharif wouldn't have any anyways, of course, because doesn't like fried chicken.
Johnny T just said, "Did I see a super chat?" Oh, I did not see this. Looks like we missed it. Can you please look at the Qs on the yearly? You want like over the course of the year? How about I just put it up on eSignal, and then I can look at a really high time frame chart? Like what if I do like a month? We were at the 50 days, so you must Do you want, like, what time frame do we want? Do you want me to literally put up a, you don't want a yearly chart, do you? Because like this, let's look at the daily. And we'll go one by one. Do you see a triple top? Feel free to add your stock picks for next year.
We are gonna do that. We are gonna do that at the beginning of
the whole idea is we want to formally do it. The problem, what ended up happening is there's just a lot of this, like, Brendan's not here and then Joe's not here all week, and the idea is to do it when we're all here. Does it really matter if it's like the first week or like a day?
I also want to talk about the format.
The date doesn't matter as much.
I didn't realize I was on the air.
Yeah, we want to make sure we do it properly. So the intention is to do it, but when we're all back, we'll get that.
If I pop this thing and then just all of a sudden it hits like one of these
I
screens?
said not to necessarily do it in front of.
Okay, come on to my paycheck. It's almost nothing anyways. Okay, here we go.
We have like literally a monster open spaces over there that you could.
What's SMR doing? I should.
No, I do see a triple top, by the way.
Okay, here we go.
Camera's over there.
Here we go. All right, Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm not going to let it fly, though. It's too risky. 1, 2, 3, Opa! Happy New Year, everybody. All right, Neil, open your bottle. This is for me now. There it is. So thank you to Raheem. I know, I'm just playing around. I was pretending like this was going to be all for me right here. Wow, this is how big is this thing up in here?
Magnum.
Yes, it is. It is 1.5 liters. So, yeah, Magnum, double A bottle of wine. So we'll pour this in right now. We want to say thank you to Raheem and thank you to everybody for watching us one more time here this year. It's been a great, absolutely fantastic year for us. SMR is tanking, so this is good. Let's just hold on to this as SMR is looking to break $14. It's Sidious right now, Neil. That's at $4.
Sidus. I say Sidious. It's really just Sidus.
Right.
SID. It's actually at 410. So 420 might end up being a thing. I know you all love your 420. That could end up being a thing. And just not to harp on a point, but like we always have this discussion about stops. And I don't know what people trade without them, but like, come on, man. Like you'd have to be crazy not to trade with a stop because you sit there for like a scalp trade. But if you want to hold something and you're holding on to your last piece, you got to have a stop kind of protecting the back end of it. So, and again, that's just me. This one is absolutely flying. And we have, is this another super chat? No.
Maybe.
This one, do you have?
Obi, are you in position? Okay, you're in position. I was going to say
something. Thanks for all you do. This is from SP Williams. Have a happy new year. You learned so much. Standing ovation. Appreciate you, SP. I know we got one from you earlier as well. So shout out to you, my friend. I just reloaded DVLT. We'll see if it'll do the same thing again. You're able to risk half a cent to get 4, and if it does it a second time, why not? Like it pulled back into 60 where I'm actually still bidding, but then I'm just gonna reverse right back into this, not reverse, reload right back into that prior high. So this one doesn't seem like it's going in to any index that I was able to find.
Yeah, the market, Rome is not burning, but the market is coming to the downside. So we'll cover a little bit more right into that play. And part of this might be just, I don't think it's silver necessarily creating this market move down, but it's not helping anything right here as we get lower and lower. Yeah, let's, I saw you sneak that in there, Neil. Let's get going on this. That's why I asked if Obi was in position. Ramin, come, anyways, I want Ramin, Fabian. I don't know if we can get into a triple box. What, Ramin's out of here for the day? Huh?
Ramin left?
Oh, so she's gone for the day. Okay.
I didn't know she was leaving.
All right, that's fine. Then I will stop calling on her for this. Okay, so she's going to get that all figured out. Okay, you got one, Obi? We'll just do it. Maybe we can put Obi on as well, and we have Adara here. All right, so happy birthday and happy new year to you. I hope you have a fantastic time. Cheers, Neil. Cheers, Obi, as well. And cheers to everybody else out there. All right, salud.
There we go.
It's funny drinking, like I'm holding this like it's a coffee. Like,
I know, it's like it's such a weird.
That's pretty tasty.
How are you supposed to hold it?
Rosé. I've always wondered about like the rosé versus the normal and what you would prefer and all that, but I don't know. My wife prefers the bubbly rosé stuff, so cheers to everybody out there. And this is the time when you up your shares. Now that you get a little looser, the trades come a little more naturally, and you throw away the whole aspect of responsibility. And of course, we will not be doing that. What am I talking about?
Where's mine?
And yeah, exactly. Yours is here, Fabian. That's why I meant to
tonight as well, everybody.
I'll go give this to Fabian.
It's such an important thing. I actually saw that message in the chat as we had one of our viewers sort of sharing. Like, remember, you're gonna have fun tonight, but also be very responsible. Like this is one of those times of year where, you know, you're always thankful for what you have, and you don't want to jeopardize it. The market's trying to come back.
I don't know if there's a mic on Fabian.
They have a mic they can use.
Or not a mic, or a
Yeah, I'm talking right
video.
now.
No,
I didn't mean a
video,
mic.
no.
I
They have
meant
the
the
camera
camera.
shot
Yeah.
behind them. They have.
Okay, well, if you have anything, and we could do a cheers with
can
you
do
as
it
well,
again.
Fabian, that would be nice. But yeah, if you can
I'll
get
just come
that
to you
set up.
guys.
Shout out to eSig.
Okay, yeah, get over here then. But leave it on this and come over here. He's gonna come over here, and we're gonna. There it is, Obi. You still have your drink, Obi?
Why
or
is
what?
there a chart on the fourth one?
Why not? Why not?
Oh.
Oh yeah, Obi's short
just said
silver. He wanted to
silver.
make everybody. What's a matzo ball?
Look, it's silver die. 8% down.
All right, thank you, Fabian, for all the work you've done this year. Thank you,
New Year.
continued success, and thank you for creating all these visuals for us and the board that we have. And this man stays late, the latest. I'm out of here, he's here, and doing all the work. So we want to thank you, Fabian. We would not have any of these things. The stock visualizer has been a huge.
It's a huge boost
Here,
for us.
what-
No, but even the messages.
The mic doesn't work. I want to say, are you working on more stuff for the new year, right? Okay, sure. Okay,
and
maybe
also
not.
Improvements.
I mean, I just finished
Yeah, that's sick.
how other ways to implement.
Okay, so we're going to figure out other ways to implement some of this technology.
Got ideas, you know?
Okay. You don't have a mic, we may get in trouble for speak. We've already been in trouble many times
Look at this.
for speaking without a mic on.
Don't
so
act like this
I
is
don't
the
want to be.
coolest thing ever.
No, they're holding the H. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you can.
Well, he can't. There it is. Yeah, yeah.
Boom.
We
Look
like
at the
that.
battle between Sidus and INBS.
Yeah, Adara, you get it over there, Adara.
Get it, Adara.
All right. Yeah, we're not cutting anybody off. We're getting more drinks going on right here. But yeah, no matter what you guys are doing, as you said, be safe and do it the right way. Like we were, I was, where was
Uber
it? My
is
son,
Uber
yeah,
is great.
yeah, my older, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, my eldest there. What's kind of a hack that he told me, and he's 22, 23 years old, so it's not, I wouldn't do this, but it's just, you could do now share a ride on Uber. So like he was going from my place downtown to the Sky Dome basically. Okay. Some of his friends live in one of those condos there. So a couple nights ago, he said, hey, like, I'm heading down and I'm gonna call an Uber. So I was like, I've got this, like I'm got you. You're not paying out of, I just gave this man money for Christmas. Like yeah. I'm right here, I'll do that, like no problem. So he's like, okay. And he said, well, I was just gonna do the share a ride. So what that means is that you only get one seat in the car, but there's a chance that the guy either picks you up with someone already in the car, or you pick somebody up on the way down there.
Which is whatever.
But it
It's
was
an interesting
30.
way to mingle.
Yeah, it was $30 to go normally on Uber from my place downtown, or it was something like that. And this was only $17. So he's like, he said this is something that he does because he's okay with it. Yeah. And again, I know it'd be different situations, different times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I want my daughter doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's different situations, and he's a 23-year-old, 6'3". By the way,
I mean,
if you saw Baxter now,
he's even taller. He was 6'1" last time I saw him.
Dude, the man would just squish Sharif in 2 seconds. This man is a big, big man.
He was
right
always tall, but
yeah. So I have no worries. I understand the whole female thing.
But
the cool thing about Uber, so anyways, I thought that was a little bit of a hack. Like obviously you're going on a date, you don't want to roll in there and you got like, hey, we're gonna go pick somebody else up. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking like that's an alternative. And the thing I like about Uber, to your point, because obviously I have a daughter as well, but she'll beat up any man around, so I'm fine with it. But would be the fact of you can now request female drivers if that is something. So I just want to say be safe out there no matter what, and take all the precautions. And again, Uber's had some fine. I've never had an issue with Uber, but I just want to say that there are.
The other precaution you should take is not to be long right now.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Would be
be short.
Perfectly unless it's SIDU, there's literally no reason to be long anything. Unless you guys can show me something else that is actually strong, because we're selling off going into the new year, everybody, as the market goes lower and lower and lower. Tesla, oh my goodness, Tesla just continues. Tesla's gonna hit it's already breaking 450. The sellers are in control. This is exactly what happened yesterday.
We knew that would happen.
Every day.
We all talked about silver short. I mean, I knew that the market forces, we talked about this, eventually these banks will win. I mean, they're not just short just for shits and giggles. Like, oh yeah, let's squeeze out JP Morgan. Yeah, That might not happen the way you think it's going to be going down right there. So
Also remember,
as these guys are covering,
it's a really manipulated market.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Very controlled.
these guys know what they're doing. They're not. They know the rules and the CME and all that margin stuff and all that kind of stuff. So the Nasdaq short on this move just continues to. Yeah. So the short is working. I'm just typing because I tweeted this out when I took the trade. So I'm going to put it up again here right now. And this is part of it, right? And I don't have a problem. This is what the honest part is about what we do here at Trader TV Live is like, we talked about this earlier, like it says right here, I battled the long all morning in the NASDAQ, and here it is, right? I told you I was negative after all of this. We got a couple bumps in there, but eventually every time we went long, it broke lower. So we left it alone until eventually we got back into the short, right? And so we posted that up, and now there it goes even lower now, 53, almost $1 right there for the TQQ and the NASDAQ short. And then a trade that we took live, well, we took this one live with you, but was also SMR, which, I mean, there it goes again. So we'll go 2 for 2. I know you were caught, you weren't caught, but I know SIDU there moved a little bit, and that's fine. I mean, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with, and this is what we talk about, playing names, DVLT, Sidious, the crypto, whatever you're playing. I think there's opportunities for everything here, as long as you have your plan of action, you're patient with it, you know what you're doing, and you're confident, you can hit any of these trades. So there goes SMR to the downside, and we got some great super chats about how, you know, my trading has helped out others and vice versa and blah, blah, blah. Well, all of you guys have helped us out because we continue to look at the chat all the time for different ideas. I mean, Obi sitting over here, he's the one short silver. Me and Neil aren't even in silver. This guy's short over there. Yeah, I mean, do you have your mic on? So the answer is no to that. Okay.
What he means is capitulatory bottom. If you were watching silver right now,
I just want to get his opinion.
I also have it up, dude. Go ahead.
Dude,
go ahead.
like if you go to my screen right here, first of all, shout out to Edge Stops because that SIDU, you guys know I was short. I was getting a little aggressive there into it, and then boom. My stop was at 66s. I got out 67. So thank God for that, because that thing slapped up even harder, faster than I could even notice. But 64s was the daily breakdown on SLV. A couple days ago on Monday when we gapped down, we held a 64 like a champ. That came in, again, we talk about, you know, some of the, I guess from my perspective, easy money trades, daily breakdown. It gives you 50 pennies with a little bit of a chop through 64, but then bid step right back in. Even though the market is crashing right now, I think this little quick scalp was definitely something to watch out for. Now again, the real short, like I mentioned before, 66 halves, a VWAP hold. I had that, but kind of didn't really take it. Look at the structure breakdown as well. Absolutely solid. Sellers definitely in control in the later half of the day today in silver. So quick little scalp.
All right, thanks for that one. And yeah, if Obi sees anything else, you know, Obi, obviously feel free to hop in, as I know you're comfortable speaking in front of a live audience. So someone else that's very, very comfortable speaking, we found that out very easily the minute we hired her. Although I think, Adair, you were probably a little nervous first couple days, I would imagine.
You couldn't tell.
You could speak on this, but now clearly not.
Thank you, yeah, and shout out to Obi with that trade review, and shout out to U.S. President Donald Trump for another Truth Social post to end this year. Quote, the United States has set a world record on investments being made into a country, and it is trillions of dollars more than number 2, China. This is singularly because of tariffs, all cap. The fact that if you make your product in the U.S., there are, all caps, are no tariffs. Hence, factories and businesses are being built over our country at levels never seen before. Congrats to the USA and this incredible achievement, President DJT. So again here, Trump talking about tariffs and the U.S. to end this exciting 2025 as you send back to the guys.
Dara, getting a little bit more.
There's some more over here.
Yeah, you got to top that up, man. It's not going to, look, that bottle's not going to finish itself. Let's be real. There's only 45 minutes left in the session here. Just very quickly, I'll take any consolidation. At this point, it's all scalp trading, I think. And one of the things that Obi said was that capitulatory. There was just a bounce in silver. And earlier I was telling you, yesterday the market rolled over when silver lost a bid, and then silver caught a bid, and the market came back in. So jumped out of the shorts. Out of Tesla short, out of AMD at the low of the day, and then play short the pops for some scalp trading. That's all you really need to do. And I see some of these other small cappers, INBS, it's running, Intelligent Bio, ooh, that's giving it up. Never mind. INBS is actually losing the bid We don't have, this isn't free. It's not free locate, so can't really trade that one to the south side. Can't take advantage of this unless I paid for locates, which I'm not going to do. There's 45 minutes left in the day. If I don't see something like obvious on AMD again or maybe a Tesla, then let it roll until the new year and just end on a couple of good trades in there. It's been a good year and a good week. But oh, honey P.
Yeah.
Oh, it's David again. David with another super chat, and then it's gone, so I can't read it. Tesla, Alphabet going down because Waymo and robo-taxi fleet going to smell like a frat house tomorrow. No driver.
I mean, I don't mind that
regulate
logic.
Human behavior. $150.
You know, it's all about the logic over here. I'm going to send an email to Raheem.
I would imagine it would be an interesting night to be an Uber driver. That's for sure. I'm sure there's good stories with it as well, but. Well, yeah, like lots of surge price, but also keep in mind one thing. Like New Year's is like, it's almost everybody is celebrating, but there are always people that are working that night to make sure that you get home safe. Think about that for a second. Those are the last people you want to disrespect. It's like, we're all having fun and it's trying to get us home safe.
Put it back to the, here, they're going to take a picture.
That's what it's all about.
I want to show this to, do a cheers or something.
Fabian apparently worked New Year's for 9 years.
I want to send that picture to
9
Raheem.
years? You haven't been an adult for 9 years, Fabian. Fabian's really young, by the way. He started working when he was 13. 13?
Why start working when you're so old? 13. I mean, come on, man. 13, what the hell?
Have you ever seen the In Living Color with Damon Wayans?
I was watching Living Color last night, actually.
When I was 13, I had 3 jobs.
Exactly, man. I've already been done jobs.
I didn't start working until I was like 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my dad has his own business. I didn't have a summer, but basically since like 7 or 8 years old. So
the hardest
shout out.
One of the craziest jobs I did in high school was in the summer, in like it'd be 30 to 35 degree heat, and I was working at a supply chain place. I was literally loading the backs of semis with like it was like supply chain management, so like like Walmart or whatever, and you're just loading. And the truck that you get, like you don't know until like you could be loading like duvets or some nonsense, or you could be loading something heavy, and like the truck that's just what you have, loading, unloading. And when it gets hot, the back of it's 40 something in there. And you're just dying, but you get in pretty good shape doing it. Like I'm still scrawny, but I was a scrawny kid. It's good for you. I feel like sometimes an honest day's work, and not that, look, whatever, like any job is an honest job. What I really mean is sometimes when you're moving.
I mean, not this job.
No, like when you're moving around and you're actually, getting some sweat.
Present company,
There's something about that is, it's rewarding. That's why sometimes when you're doing like housework or gardening or whatever it might be, like it doesn't feel like work.
I mean, how about this job? How does this feel like work? Like right here, we're enjoying some booze.
This is very different.
We've got some celebratory we're trading. I get paid to do this. This is unbelievable. AOB? You know what I mean? How do you beat this, right? Cheers. Yes, cheers, Adara. Hey, it's Adara. It's her birthday. Don't we have any birthday emojis or anything like that? Okay, Fabian. Cheers to Fabian. What's up, Fabian? We don't have that camera back there yet, do you?
No,
I don't know what else we have. That's the closest thing.
We owe Adara 1 Bitcoin for her birthday. What's the price of it? 87,000.
Just don't lose it in a.
Yeah, Adara, I was gonna send you a Bitcoin, but it got lost somewhere.
I don't need a Bitcoin.
I think I put.
I sent it to a Nigerian prince.
Yeah, something. I thought it was Adara at NigeriaPrince.com, and I got fooled by that. I tried to send an EMT, but that next thing I know, I sent some sort of an ambulance chaser over there. Apparently, EMTs, electronic money transfer. But don't they say in the States Venmo me or Venmo?
Yeah, it's all about Venmo.
Cash App. Yeah.
It's straight. Look, it's.
on my OnlyFans,
it's straight cash and carry.
Yeah. I always am asking.
What about that guy from the NFL who was like straight cash homie?
Randy Moss.
What about that dude?
He is straight cash. That guy is straight cash.
What's crazy about it is he's not.
Sure, Randy Moss is amazing.
Remember he went to high school with White Chocolate, Jason Williams. Jason Williams, that.
What, at Michigan?
No, like high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
Like imagine a high school basketball team that had a future NBA guy, and then the better basketball player was actually at the time Randy Moss. Like, he was dunking everything. But to Jason Williams, that dude is real as well. Really
There it is.
good.
There's the
Look at-
bottles.
I love this.
Yeah, I love that little look there. I cannot wait till we put that underneath where Adara is.
Right up
It'll
at the
be
top.
a real.
And then when
cool
you get that
thing.
overshot, when you're on a dare, you have the ticker going. We could have it at the top of that big. The black just makes it so much easier to see it as it's scrolling. And it goes really fast on the bottom. See how it's at the bottom of your screen right now? See how it's going
Yes,
nice and
that is
slow?
and look at the symbols are there. It's just next level shit over here. Most other places, next level stuff. They only have the symbols. They don't have the little logo there. You see, we even have a bar of silver there. Do silvers come in bars or? Little ignots or whatever they call them there.
Silver, it's ignorant.
Yes.
Tell me that you play Minecraft without telling me you play Minecraft.
Oh man, that was a good movie, the Minecraft movie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We watched that as well. Shout out.
Oh, we got another one. New
Oh,
vote.
we
Super
do.
chat.
It's a super chat. Super chat.
Been watching Trader TV Live since 2021.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Love you as well. Neil and Sean have replaced all my podcasts. My favorite, Canucks east of Alberta. Go play some shinnies. Much love from North Carolina. Come on and raise up.
Yep. Shitty.
Shut off, spinning around your head like a helicopter. Maybe
Yeah.
don't do it.
You could do that. You should do it right now, actually. Maybe
That's not gonna
a
happen.
couple more bottles.
I'm not sure.
And just
was
to
back on
correct,
Shreve all day.
just to correct, thank you so much for that super chat. You just say shinny. You know,
shinny.
shinnies is like,
there's no
shinny is like the game, like we're gonna play volleyball. You know, it's like you say, go play volleyballs. Doesn't sound that good. Okay, do we have another super? But anyways, thank you so much for that, man. It means a lot.
I didn't spit up.
To us. They're my favorite Canucks.
Not funny.
East
Nice-
of Alberta. East of Alberta.
Nice
You must
fried
know
people
people
limited.
west of Alberta.
We have not had nearly enough to drink to fall for that one, but
D's? Sure, I'll check those. Let me see what's going on with D's. Nah. D's nuts. We're not going to do anything with those.
My daughter.
There should be the one thing would be D nut. We could definitely check out some Krispy Kreme over in here. This is the most gifted. Here, how about that? This is the most gifted thing at
we
Trader
get on the
TV.
show. Everyone always sends us Krispy Kreme.
These nuts.
Which
Right here,
I'm always
D-nut.
curious about.
D nuts, I mean.
why
D
always Krispy Kreme?
nut. Yeah, only if Krispy Kreme knew. Exactly. Fabian, see, instead of me making these random things that don't include me or you, we could be doing super things with Krispy Kreme, sending it
You
to
know
them,
what weirds me out
getting them to
about that?
sponsor the show. There's a whole synergy here that we are definitely missing out on. Yeah, Shinny is
Krispy
hockey.
Kreme
Yes,
doesn't
eclectic
do apple fritters.
My daughter, I think, is at Shinny almost,
Just
maybe right
saying.
now. So,
There's no apple fritters at Krispy Kreme.
no, I don't think so.
No.
They have pretty fancy
Which is not a
donuts.
knock against them. It's just that that's my favorite.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme did have a moment here in time, right into here, when Beyond Meat and all that was going crazy. People thought, here, it's right here on this chart. This is this move up. You can see where the volume kind of spiked up here. People thought that this would be like the next sort of meme thing to go when we were trading Beyond Meat. There was a few other ones there, just because it was D-Nut. Like people were running the different symbols through right now. Oh, you know what I wanted to look at? A name that was very, very popular throughout the month of December, and then all of a sudden not. This is what could happen when you file bankruptcy. This is iRobot. So iRobot actually was $7 or $8 stock and now down to about 12 cents right there. This is its first day on the pink sheets and then whoops, all the way down. So you got to be careful when you're looking at those kind of things. And here, IRBT, I got to call it up here on eSignal. If I type in RIBTQ, it'll show up with the continuous contract IRBTQ. So here it is. There it is. So here's the huge move there, as everyone thought, oh my God, the robots are safe and they're coming for us. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, they're not. Down to 16 cents right there as they finally file for bankruptcy. And it's really a shame that iRobot shareholders weren't able to get bought out there at $61.
I hate that.
So you can send your message to Joe Biden and Lena Khan in the Democratic, whoever was in charge of that, the FTC.
No, it's
or whatever.
the issue with it. Just a quick little. You know what? As I said, I'm going to take some scalp trades, but I like this curl on silver. But I'm going to jump out if we're breaking these 30s. Can we come to my chart for a quick second? Just want to quickly go through it. Oh, Fabian can't. Because Fabian, that's the thing, like Fabian's by himself, so if he's not sitting, then he can't switch it. So see what I'm doing right now is I'm stretching until he gets back on my chart. See, like you get taught these little terms, got to stretch it until, that's what I was doing. So shorted this curl, gonna give it to this local high, and then, I have nothing against Lena Khan or whatever, any of that nonsense. It's really just about this notion of protecting against monopolies. Like how, like, so you're gonna tell me that Amazon getting iRobot is a big time antitrust problem? Amazon. Like what would that have added to their business? Like what are we even talking about? Like they have the ridiculous moat. Like the level of competition they have everywhere is insane. Like that one little sliver of the world is going to be that's the straw that broke the camel's back. And yet every single shareholder of iRobot had to suffer because of that. It just doesn't make any sense. And the other one is airlines. Like, don't get me started on how many times they'll block mergers with airlines only to watch the one that was trying to get picked up go bankrupt. Who wins there? Just if you allow the merger, you save jobs. Anyways, because I believe in a free market system, like protecting against monopolies it's a proper function. Like you do want to have that protection in there. Like bankruptcy is important. There has to be a legitimate process by which people can take risk, and bankruptcy is a thing and a remedy that you can use. And then on top of that, you want to control, but you want to make sure that you do control monopolies to a certain extent, but you've got to be realistic about it. It's like anyone trying to tell you that Netflix getting Paramount is going to be super bad. I'm like, there's some concerns there, but they've still got YouTube to contend with. Like it's not just linear TV. You're competing against all of streaming. You're also competing against, in reality, you're competing against the monster that is YouTube and shorts and their longer form videos. Like it's just such a different. It's such a different market, and a lot of times what happens is the regulators are so far behind the curve that they're reacting to a reality that is like 10 years ago. Anyways, I'm now ranting way too much, which I tend to do from time to time. With only about 30 minutes to go in the last session of the year, I had meant to say this earlier, and you're now going to see that UiPath is 1.2 million to buy. So UiPath is actually an addition to the S&P 400 with the expectation of 35 million shares to buy. So don't at me if this thing comes out a very small buy, but it is supposed to be a rather large buy on UiPath. I've got it up on the side in case it does. And just as I said it went from 1.2 million to 5.9 million right there in front of you. So I expect that we will see this imbalance grow. Is this moving on this? Because that just happened, so why not? And one thing you can do here, I don't actually have to, I can just click on it there and then my level 2 goes. Yeah, UiPath is making a bit of a bid. So market's going lower. That just went from 1 million to buy to 5 million or almost 6 million to the buy side. BMNR is there for 1 million to the buy side. Nothing really I don't really recognize any of these other names. Success, yes. CNH, HIMS, very small. PINs, very small. It's just UiPath and BMNR, and UiPath is the one to watch, everybody. That's the expected large imbalance. But then last week we expected that new IPO, the healthcare one, Medline. It ended up being a nothing burger. It's possible that happens with UiPath, but you got to be watching it just in case. You never know.
Yep. We'll be doing all of that, and there'll be some year-end rebalancing, maybe potentially.
Window dressing.
Yeah, into the close as you just mentioned. So we'll see today. Happy New Year to everybody, and I want to thank again Raheem for dropping off some of the bubbly there that we will continue to enjoy. And yeah, look, we were short the futures, and there we go. I used TQQs. We could easily just be short SPY or Qs, or just equate them to whatever you're trading. All the charts look like this, and there it goes, man. We're almost, well, here we go now. We haven't hit this all day. We might have had $1 on NVIDIA, but here it goes on the TQs. So now that's an official Dollar Club member rate there. And SMR has been great, actually, to be honest with you, but not doing much now. There's the short, and this was funny that this happened almost 20 or so minutes after I said what I'm waiting for is a move up in something that we can fade, and that's exactly what it was, or a move down. I mean, it didn't matter whichever way it was. The name that's moving the most here in this afternoon, just by percentage-wise, I guess would be SIDU. And that wouldn't have necessarily worked on here if you faded sort of that top pop. But the difference on doing that here would be now is sort of when you might think about going short, because now you finally have, like, that's just one wick there. And I think if you go short, maybe you go short in here against these, and then you get stopped out real quick. Like, you're talking 5 or 10 cents. This really isn't moving as much as we think it is. It just looks pretty aggressive there. Like some of these moves, if this was like a normal day at 9:30, you would easily see moves like this. This is 20% on from the bottom to the top. There is 20%. So that's a big move for sure. But in a name that can move 100% in a day, it's not too crazy. This INBS stock was something that could have been traded for sure. Like look at this move right there back in, and this gave you a pretty clean target also actually. Once this has been made and you come back under and you can now see that these are the tops, maybe you just kind of wait to short in and around 12 or so, using this area as your out, 12.40. Well, that 40 cents would have definitely paid off because it's giving you $3 right there to the downside. So we're just going to be sort of in cover mode right now. We did cover our NVIDIA. There's only 30 minutes left and 20 minutes left until the imbalances. My number one P&L stock today is going to be NVIDIA, followed by Fannie Mae, which I don't know. I was looking at Fannie Mae earlier. This Fannie Mae right here, the reason why I bring this up is, if we call this up right now, this is Bill Ackman, if you see right here, Bill Ackman's best idea for 2026, the freedom for Fannie and Freddie. So there it is, Bill Ackman's best idea. So I think that kind of got this going a little bit there. And once I saw the volume, you see the volume here start to really die off. That's when all these purples are shorts. So we started to go short there, and then we just danced with a little bit into here. No volume, so I was like, forget about it. I wanted to look at it at VWAP. We are starting to go lower. So my number one stock today, P&L-wise, is going to be NVIDIA. And then number two is going to be Fannie and Freddie. And then right into there, number three will be this SMR trade. And then on the losing side, so that's three winners. On the losing side, we have DJT, which we lost early on. And then the Qs, because we took too many shots here early, and when I'm taking these shots where I'm pretty much on a decent amount of shares, so when it doesn't work, it hurts a little bit, but we make back more than half right there with this big short. And again, a lot of the covering happening right into here. So the fact that we have this dollar club winner, it was on 5% or 10% of the shares right now. So we have about 7% left after these covers. So yeah, we'll still be red there, and being honest about the TQQ trade. So that's what that was. And the other name that we should have, could have, would have, we did look at this, was JP Morgan. And you see it bounced there, came all the way back, landed there again. We didn't short that, but now it's trying to get back to the upside here as JP Morgan flat on the day. And then just, we'll throw it back to Neil in a second, but just looking over at the sectors, just to see maybe if you're looking at something to trade today. No, I would say today is a very
fair day.
Yeah, bear down. Yeah, these communications, we talked about that. T-Mobile, Virgin, and AT&T, the only ones that are up there as we chase some yield.
That ridiculous 8% dividend.
ELV, UNH. Man, wasn't there Molina Health was moving around yesterday. Meta, Microsoft, Google, everything's red today. There's really no saving it. Normally you'll see healthcare, or at least health technology maybe to the upside, but they're getting hit today. So I think just a risk-off day. I think there's not as many people watching the markets, and if they are, man, they're probably looking at SLV or GLD or some of the metals right there. So silver's had an 8% day or so today. Yeah, it was down.
Bouncing nice.
Yeah, nice, bouncing $1 there. Right back up. I don't know if Obi's been involved in this, but he was definitely looking at silver. So that's what we're doing right now.
I like it at some point next year. I think you just got to wait for this dip to go a little bit further. There's going to be a move at some point. DVLT, I'm going to jump out of that one. The first shot was the best one when you flat bottom break. The first move is usually the best move. But it just came back. The second time it got to 64, it bounced to 62.5. So I just punched out. There was actually a buyer that showed up for a mill and started to drag it up, but I was stopping out at 64 anyways. As it goes higher and higher, UiPath is still going a little bit. It's still only 5.9 million. What I'm kind of hoping to see is maybe this will jump up, get into double digits. If it does, try to look for a punch long. There's 15 minutes till the end of the day, so you still have some time for this one to really go. And BMNR, that's going to be a nothing burger, less than 1 million shares. There might not be any imbalances of any significance. Like even NVIDIA might be a nothing burger on the imbalances today.
Oh, did you say UiPath was an index action?
It is an index action. So the only reason this is big is because it's being added to the S&P 400. Oh, that's the wrong direction. It just paired off. See how it went from 5.9 to 4, and that 1.9 million went to the paired volume on this side. So that means somebody came in and said, ooh, there's a big buy imbalance. I'll sell 2 million shares and threw it into the auction. And when they do that, it offsets. And at
Right.
350, we'll get the actual imbalance as it is displayed publicly. Like anybody can see it publicly at 350 if you have the SIP feed. The early look on the imbalances, I mean, we have it. Lots of people have it. I mean, a lot of brokers probably can get the early look to you as well. But for us, we don't mind showing it to you. It's the only one of any significance at all. And yes, one dynamite, the S&P 400. There's like all kinds. Like everyone talks about the S&P 500, but there's all kinds of other little micro indexes. Like MSCI has like tons of them. And when there's always these adjustments that will happen ad hoc at random times, sometimes on an individual name, they don't all happen with those quarterly rebalances. There are some little ad hoc moves every now and then. UiPath just happens to be one here.
Okay, yeah, so that's a good little look there and why that's on there for sure. We're going to get out some more of these futures right now with the TQ. Well, we're going to get out with the TQQs. And just, there's only 30 minutes left, as Neil just said, or even 20 minutes left, 10 minutes, till the imbalance is not really worth messing around with there. So we'll take some 04s there. We're also bidding some O's. And then we'll hold a little small piece until the close. But here we go. I mean, we were just talking about, Obi just turned to me and said, great call, dude. But I was only just talking about the fact that this might be the time to go short. And I was just saying, like, you've now seen that top there. So I didn't do it, but thank you, Obi, for that. And I don't know if he did or not. He's left right here. But there's the move right back down into. And remember what we said, like, fade these kind of pops that move up. You might get a little bit of weaker volume, but volume picked up here. So this is more just, I guess, some covering into the end of the day on SIDU. And yeah, it's quite the move right there. And yeah, just this is when you want to short, in my opinion, is you just want to wait until you get some topping tails and some exhaustion in the long, and then whoops, we see you later, said Alligator on SIDU. But yeah, this just back to this FNMA and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. You can read, Bill Ackman does a great job of actually like explaining, why he thinks these things need to go or not go. And I remember when he put out basically a piece back right when the president was elected, and then you're going to go back into here into 24, yeah, when this was only $1. Let's go there right here. So, and mention it, and he's made probably a ton of money. Like I'm not sure.
He's made bank off this.
Yeah, like this was 5 or 6x there. So I don't know. Sometimes you got to worry about why they're talking about this, but read the piece. And the thing is, it's bounced around here. So I would say that this goes back to May. So like we kind of made that move almost 8 months ago, and now we're kind of underneath there. So I could see where his frustration may lie, because he goes on these road shows and probably talks up his book and talks about how good Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac potentially are on a basically an unwind of all the debt and everything there from the housing market. And so you got to just sort of do your research, figure out if you believe in this man or not, because this is a huge potential. Even just to get back to where we were in October would be a 50% move. It's $10 up to $15.50. That would be a great little gathering if you can get that, and then you can just punch out up here if you don't believe in it. So let's wait to see. But if he's putting this out as one of his best ideas, he's going to be talking about it and trying to get some people on board.
And he's been loaded for a while on this one.
And then yes, and then
what I'm
FMCC.
kicking myself over?
Yeah, what?
Is the first time this came up, and you could have made bank off this. The only reason I didn't pick it up is because we can't.
Yep.
In your TFSA here in Canada, you still can't have pink sheet or OTC, which is an unbelievably nonsensical. It's a useless rule at this point. Like, why do we need to be babysitted this much?
Is it all OTC symbols? I don't know, because why can't we all hold Adidas?
Well, this is sort of my point. I think there's a different class. There's the different classes, but either way, you don't need all this hand holding. Like you answer a few questions and you can do options, right, in any brokerage account, basically. Like you can make warnings and do that kind of a thing, and people are so much more educated about finance now. A lot of it since the pandemic, and there's no need to handhold as much. I think that's why people want to get access to private markets and want to make their own decisions. And in that vein, I just saw.
I put it up, but it was the wrong one. But I was just trying to find out. Someone said something like it doesn't look like Santa Rally is happening right now, or Santa Claus Rally, yeah. But I was going to say, like, remember, first of all, we talk about it in the SPY. It's the S&P 500, right? That's what it's based on. And then also the other thing too is it's also the first 3 days of the new year. So it's not, the rally is not dead. This is not like, it doesn't, like they said in the chat. I'm just trying to clarify. You're not wrong. It's been bad. Since it's supposed to be the first 6 days leading up. to New Year's Day, which is tomorrow. So today would be the last one for the year. And then it's the first 3 or 4 days of the new year, I think ending on the first Friday, whatever that is. So yeah, you're going to have to, give it a little bit of time. But we also said that there was no statistical, and Adara has stepped away for a minute, but there's no statistical relevance in the Santa Claus rally. I think if you look over it historically, Adara had a post about it. But
it's too small to, it's not that there is nothing there, but it's too small to call
say
it.
It's like something to base your life savings on, right?
Exactly. And that's sort of the thing. Like, it doesn't, you can find like minor correlations or minor incidences of things, but it's not big enough that we should be holding a candle to. Like, think about it. It was like, what's an average of like 1% Like, we do that in a good day. So like, what difference does that make over like a certain time period? I don't think it makes much difference. About 10 minutes to go to the imbalances. Again, volumes pretty meh at this particular point. And 1320 Wolf, I get it. The government doesn't want you to lose their money. No, it's, and when it comes, I understand protection of investors and the notion behind it. But you have to, I think a lot of the rules centering around that, it was a different time. You didn't have the internet. You didn't have AI. You didn't, like, information wasn't so readily available. Like, you go on, like, I've seen, and this, like, I had a friend who usually asked advice for investing and stuff and trading. And he was sending us like these high-level conversations on like Reddit threads. And I was like, yeah, Reddit threads. I don't look at Reddit threads. And then I was reading the stuff on a particular stock. And I'm like, oh man, like these guys really know what they're talking about. And it was a really good resource.
That's that Roaring Kitty. I mean, he rallied so many people behind him because all the stuff he was saying.
And he had a legit base case, and people are learning a lot. It's just a different environment. You don't need that hand-holding. And let's jump in. We have a poll. Look, we only have 20 minutes for this poll.
Look at Fabian. The
so
guy's on it,
quick.
Boy.
Did you get margin called on silver?
Wow.
Well, seeing as I only hold literal physical silver in a safety deposit box, I'm going to guess I can't get margin called in that. So I'm going to vote no, but I can technically say that I'm in it. But I've had that since
I voted yes.
I literally bought it during the pandemic and put it in the safety deposit box, and that's pretty much it. So you didn't vote yes.
Yeah, I did vote yes, but
you did?
just to
just so that you could vote.
Because I don't think anybody's voting yes.
No one's voting yes.
Like,
5% means somebody else
might
did.
be me. Oh,
somebody else
somebody
did.
else. Okay.
So if half of our viewers are actually, really half our viewers are in silver, I find that a little hard to believe. Is that really true?
No.
Half of our viewership right now in this show is involved long in silver.
They're not.
I don't. Look, I believe everyone that's answering. It's only 220 votes, so anybody that's in silver, the people that are interested in silver, are more likely to vote. So how about this? How about everybody vote? Because I feel very like that's going to bother me. There's no chance. When we asked about crypto,
no, I know, but would you consider yourself in silver?
I consider myself.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I probably have $1,000 in silver. I don't consider myself in silver.
I got more than that, but it's not.
I don't.
But it's less than I have in crypto. But I consider myself in it. It's over 1%. If I'm over 1%,
yeah, that would count.
Then I'm in it. Like that's the way I look at it. But maybe that's just an arbitrary thing that I'm just sort of throwing out there. Like
I'm in gold.
If I had like someone was asking me about MindMed, which is the chart I have up. I was in MindMed for like 0.0 something % of whatever my portfolio, and I lost probably almost all of it, like 90% of it. Wish I was still in it because it's been doing very well. But no, I'd say I'm in silver. I just find it hard to believe that half the viewers are in silver when really we had to talk about Bitcoin, and way less than half of you guys are involved in Bitcoin.
I feel like Fabian may be in silver. He mentioned silver today a little bit. And plus, he's right. Right, okay, he had a lot of people talking to silver about him. So the minute you have random people talking to you about things, that's time to sell it. So I would say
should have gone to my barber and asked.
Maybe sell silver ASAP right now. Yeah, if I had real money in silver, I would be getting out now, but I don't, as I just explained to you. So no, not be adding, not at these levels, because I think it's going to be dipping down into a little bit more. Let's just see what the new year brings. A lot of the talk right now, yes, DCAing is fine into it, yes.
I'll get rid of the physical when government stop printing money.
Yeah, so you're going to be in it. So you just hold that forever. I just look at the move higher.
No, my daughter is going to get that whenever yeah, that's what. Like I'm not even remotely. Like it goes parabolic. Like I wasn't like when I got to the pandemic. Like I'm not involved in this move. Let's be real. Got that crap 4 years ago. Oh shoot, it's Man, okay, so we're more than 4 years removed from the start of the pandemic. I just messed up. No, we're like 5, almost 6 years removed from the pandemic at this point. So like, this wasn't even about this move. I just think at the end, when you see all that kind of money printing going on, I'm like, yeah, okay, you got to get some physical metals. And I felt like gold was too obvious. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. 5 minutes to go. UiPath is disappointing me because the imbalance has gone down again. So it popped to 6 million, then to 4, now to 3.5. The stock is actually slightly following it, so that's heading back down. This is supposed to be much larger than this. So when I give you guys the number that we're expecting, like 35 million, it's a good reference point. Like if the paired volume, if the total imbalance doesn't come out that big and it's not double digits, then it won't be significant enough for myself to trade. And the other thing you also want to consider is anybody that's trying to trade the close, there's only one stock to look at for an imbalance. It's not like on another imbalance where there might be like 10 or 15. So if this is a big imbalance, like everyone's going to be in it. It has to be huge or it's a nothing burger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's going to be, I think all this stuff will get paired off and it'll get done with. And on that note, we'll just hit the biggest winner here for me today on this trade. I mean, this is the single biggest winner for me, which would be the TQQs. Also, the single biggest loser for me today would be averaging into these longs. But the thing about averaging in, we got out every time. We kept taking shots at these lows and they just kept on breaking. So long there, out. This first long was definitely a mistake. And then long there, out, long there, out, long there, out. So a couple ins and outs there, but definitely put us red there. And then we hit this. And I'm just covering more and more now at 53 bucks. So hopefully that'll be the answer there. And then on the cleanest trade of the day, I guess, will be the SMR. Great out there at 14. I think we just get out now at 06 and then see what winds up happening there as it prints through. We get a dark pool wick there, and there it comes there on our bat Y. So yeah, finished the trade there on SMR to close out that trade, and we went bearish on SMR. And yeah, what was it? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all these guys apparently shorting that silver, and everyone worried if they're getting margin call. They ain't getting no calls today. They're just getting calls of what to do with all their money. This one, 323, what a good level there for JP. So we'll see. It's not going to matter in 2 days because, you know, tomorrow's New Year's Eve, today's New Year's Eve, tomorrow's New Year's Day. All markets will be closed. So we'll have to come in and we'll see if this 323 means anything then on Friday. You're in on Friday or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, so we'll both be in.
Except
the Joe will not be.
Joe and
then I was just wondering because Sharif will be in. I'm going to double check the calendar.
Brendan?
No, Brendan's not in. Brendan and Joe, yeah, it's they're all back in on as I checked.
Oh, yeah, Joe isn't back. Brendan's not back.
Yeah, they're back
next week.
on.
We're full strength on Monday then.
Yeah, what the hell? Sharif's taking off.
Oh, Sharif's off on the week of
Monday.
I'm looking at the same calendar.
How many days off does Sharif even have over here? Okay, so that's 5 days off right there. Oh, we have Martin Luther King Day. That's 19th.
Joe's got his ACL surgery.
Yeah, Joe's only gone for 3 days, though, so that's good. 14th, 15th, 16th. There, you're off on the 15th. The 19th is Martin Luther King Day, Junior, there. So that's a day off.
Okay.
So we don't get that here in Canada, but that's going to be great. So that's the days off there in January is only New Year's Day and then the 19th. Which is a Monday. We don't normally get Mondays off, so that's good. I like to get the Mondays off.
When's the Super Bowl? February 18th?
It's a week later now, right? I think it's earlier than that. I think it used to be the first weekend in February.
It has to be the 15th or the 8th.
Yeah. It's the Super Bowl. Super Bowl going to be insane this year. I think it's still very much wide open. See who's going to take that down. Their lift, of course, might not be us, but named after the Vince Lombardi. Right there. So we'll see who can hold on to that one.
I will say this. I'm just going to say it. We have 1 minute till the imbalances. If the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl, there's I'm just letting you know that Monday, there's a very good chance at the very last minute I probably will not be in. Or I'm going to be an absolute mess and I'll be unbearable because I will be that guy. This is a pent up, like it's not anger, it's just that
you just need to win one, man, and then it lets go of everything else. You just got to win one. Join the club.
They should have won 2.
Get the seat at the table.
And then they lost 4 in a row, as everybody knows.
For me, if the Packers win, it'll just be another Monday, but we'll be celebrating for the Buffalo Bills.
I don't know if you guys have enough time to get healthy.
No, I don't think
the odds. This time of year, what are you going to?
We lost like 4 of our last 6 games or something.
Like you can't lose your number 1 defender.
We lost our
starting quarterback
and our starting running back.
Your starting running back is hurt, and the thing is, his injury is the type of injury that's not going to heal till the offseason.
Watson's out.
You lost your
What's the
starting
problem?
tight end, who in my opinion is one of the top.
Yeah, they're starting
three
wide
tight end in the
receivers.
entire league.
The
Tucker
most
Kraft.
injured team in the NFL is the Packers. That's not me saying that. That's
No, like Tucker Kraft, in my opinion.
okay. Here we go. So the market is now out.
Ooh, yeah.
So the imbalances are now out.
Archer Aviation, $3 million to sell on Archer. UiPath is way too small, only $2 million. Som N, I don't know that. That's $2 million to the buy side. Oh, Open Door. Sell of $1 million on Open. Surprised to see that. You guys will probably recognize MVST, $1 million to buy. TLT is a $1 million sell. No big names. ONDS, that's that small cap from before. It's $900,000 to the sell side. So the big one ends up being out of nowhere, Archer. So if you had that on your business bingo card.
Or business card.
Archer with the big imbalance. Did it even move? Barely.
I have Archer on my business card. You know, I used to work on it.
Barely.
The TQs goes to the downside there. You can see on my charts the bottom right there. So we just take a little cover there, and I'm just going to cover the rest right now. Good move down. We'll bid some 87s and get the heck out of here. Again, thank you to everybody for watching. There it is. So we just have one small position left. That is the TQs, and we just make $1 on that one. So it's part of the club, and there you go for you, Ozan, and bing. And that was brought to you by Benjamin and the Dollar Club right there. So yeah, you know what we didn't look at today, whether or not you're in celebrating tonight with anything there, you know, potentially some cannabis. Can I bus? He was a decent rapper for a minute.
When Brian was on yesterday,
Shannon,
he mentioned he has eyeballs on MSOS for like a secondary pop. It's consolidating high.
Yes.
He's looking for a breakout.
Yeah. Bouncing off the 50 period right here. Yeah, I don't mind.
That was one of his nice calls.
I don't mind the MSOS right there. Yeah, bouncing off 420. Come on. Like as if that's where the 50 period moving average is, 425 or so. Right there. So yeah, that would be a play. I think there is something for that.
Something brewing still for the next year. Like I wouldn't, and we will do it. We will talk about our calls for the year. Like I wouldn't, like it's the kind of thing that I wouldn't throw on MSOS. No, because ultimately it'll always be more of a trade. Like MSOS or the cannabis names would never be something that I'd be like, oh, I'd buy and hold it for the year. It would always be a short-term trade.
Yes, for sure.
Like I can't imagine ever wanting that one for a long period of time. Like in my opinion, when you make calls for the year, it better be something that you would want. If you buy it, you would want to hold it the entire year, not well, I want to get out when it pops 20%.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if we should do like a year one and then a half year.
A quarter? Oh. Yeah, half year too.
Well, we could do quarter. We're literally on every day. I mean, that's why I think that we should think about.
What we want.
I mean, what would you guys want? Yeah, you're involved, Chilean Nightmare. Don't worry. I have a feeling this man's going to be on silver by the things I'm hearing in my ear. But yeah, I think we could basically we could just put on positions and then maybe reevaluate them and update them at the quarter. We could say, okay, I'm going to flatten out of everything, or
That was the one that bugged me because I remember like there was multiple times like if I like seriously like I would be selling XLF here. I'm like I know it was good, but like it was a quintuple top. Like anyone in their right mind would have rang the register like multiple times on the financials. This year. Shoot, we got another super chat.
Yeah, we got another super chat, and we also got, this Nike. We'll get that in a minute, but this Nike chart today, we have ignored it, and we shouldn't have. Nike just climbing all afternoon and all day, so Nike just continues to go upside. So I didn't see that super chat. What was it there?
We got a couple. Drops, trades. Happy New Year's to you. Enjoy a day off from the markets. Everybody enjoy time with family and friends. That's what it's all about. I mean, and be safe, of course. So happy New Year to you. Did we get this one from David? Another one? David Tretsiak. Postmate driver brought 2 of the best bottles of bubbly from 711 for close the bell. His voice was Louis Armstrong to a T. I can't do that impression, or I would. Now, what a wonderful world. In the head. You're short in silver.
It's a wonderful world.
There you go.
What are you saying over there, Obi? Oh, Path. Oh, yeah. He wants to remind us about UiPath.
UiPath has gone up to $6 million to the buy side. It's supposed to be monster.
Is it going? Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to be 35 million. It's the paired volume 15 million, so it is pretty big. Oh yeah, it's trying to go. But 355. So at 355, this number is very likely to change. Usually 55, 58, we'll see big imbalance moves. It's about 7 million now. We'll see if it's going to be able to hold up in about 30 seconds or so, everybody, going into the S&P. Oh yeah, it's an addition. It's a straight addition to the S&P 400. not the S&P 500.
That will go down at the close. I
like
guarantee
the step
that
down.
for UiPath.
That's the thing. Usually what will happen is it's expected, and anybody that wants to sell UiPath, this is their opportunity to sell without necessarily affecting stock price, because you can probably just throw 10 million shares in and not move the stock all that much. That's a boon for anybody that's bought into this, right? So just understand the reason they have imbalances is for the purpose of pairing them off. They want it to be public so that other large institutions or large traders can see the liquidity and take advantage of it, and you have an orderly close. Sometimes that doesn't happen, and you can take advantage. But it just stayed, or slightly moved down a little bit here, as you can see. Still around the 6.5, 6.1, now down to 5.8, 5.6. So it is moving back into the downside. Another super chat. Thank you, Scotty H. Happy New Year. See you next year for another great one.
Oops, didn't mean that one. I meant the face one, the one that Joe likes. But yeah, thanks. That's amazing, man.
That's from the beginning.
There.
We started at the beginning of 2020. It's going to be 6 years. I wish we knew the exact start. It's ridiculous that I don't know the day that we started on YouTube.
I don't know.
I mean,
Keep on asking. It's lazy. I never look it up.
It's somewhere in the first few months of 2020 when we started on YouTube. So it will be 6 years soon.
Look, the Nike CEO, man, I don't know. Is this Elliot Hill guy or whatever his name is? The guy buys $1 million worth of stock. Like, I don't know. That's like a sneeze for a lot of these guys. I would be very, very cautious if I was a trader or a holder. I mean, look, you're going to hold it for long term. It's fine. I do think there's a battle back in the retail. We talked a little bit about that. We've seen Target, Walmart's still pretty strong here. But and then heading into FIFA, I do think that there is some. And then the Olympics are in less than a month away, I think, for some of the first events to start. I know it's early February, so maybe just a little bit more. But yeah, $64. I just think that this is probably a fade for Nike. So let's see what this does in January. I just think that that's a little bit. To be up 12% from the bottom there seems a little bit much, but...
I'm thinking the 200 period. I was saying that yesterday.
Yeah, that's not too far now. Now you're at $65.
I literally drew a line so I don't forget. If it fills in this gap in the new year... Oh, those are Sean's charts. If it fills in this gap, it's in about to like 65.5 to 66. I think look somewhere in there in the supply zone for a fade. They have a host of, like insider buying is great, but they have a host of problems that they still have to figure out. It's such a difficult business. Like once you see a top on a brand, it's not easy to get it back. And just because you're a going concern that generates cash doesn't always mean that you're a stock that appreciates. You see it all the time. There's nothing wrong with being a quality company. Like this type of a chart, it wouldn't be bad if Nike was some dividend aristocrat or anything. You wouldn't necessarily complain too much about it because they're still generating and maybe they can catch a bit of a bid. But no, they have real issues and we're not done with the tariff story, all that kind of good stuff as well. So look at that chart. The 200 period, I think that's a place that we could look for on Nike. UiPath is continuing to dwindle. There we go. Ever since 355, look at that. That imbalance is cut in half, and it's only going down. So, people taking advantage to sell some shares. Who knows? Maybe Kathy Wood's gonna ring the register on some of her position. This used to be top 10 for.
Yeah, UiPath. Yeah, we'll see.
It might still be, to be honest.
Silver right now only down 6.5%. We do have the S&P 500 ending the year up around 17%. I mean, what a great year that was for the S&P 500 on average, between 11 to 13% dividend adjusted. So, I mean, great year again for the S&P 500. I don't think we'll have that kind of a year next year as the market tries to broaden out this move. Right there, yeah. Oh, what does he say again here? He says...
you like that?
You like that. Yeah, that's it there. As Washington, that's when he was with Washington.
Kirk Cousins.
Right? Kirk Cousins making a comeback. But that team is J.J. McCarthy's, and you're going to see he's going to make a comeback next year, J.J.
Yeah, but McCarthy. There's a million places that dude could go.
Michigan Wolverines.
No, he was a Spartan.
No, not J.J.
Oh, J.J., no, yeah. Kirk Cousins was a Spartan.
Kirk Cousins made a lot of money.
The best quarterback in Michigan State history was Kirk Cousins.
All right, there's Danny Boy. He took yesterday's profits here. I'll put this up really quickly. We have less than a minute to go, but thank you so much, Danny, for that. He's talking about you rolling over some profits. Here it is right here. Is it worth putting up there?
Took yesterday's profits on silver and bought a 1984 Buick Regal from some guy on Marketplace named Pops Roberts. Now I'm broken down near Boston, and the mechanic's asking me how a bunch of chicken wings ended up in the gas line. Well played, Obi.
Was this yesterday?
So the running joke was, he's like, Obi was talking about the fleet of cars that he wants to own. And so we had Danny's boy in the chat saying, if I lose on silver, then I have to live in the back of one of your cars.
Ah, okay.
That was a little bit of a joke, but
I was gonna say, if you're only, you're buying a, what was it, a 1984 Buick Regal? That's probably, the chicken wings
what's
caught.
everyone's first car?
The chicken wings caught in the exhaust is probably worth more than that car.
I was an 88 Mazda 626. That was my first car. As we're about to ring the bell for the last time in 2025 right now. That was fast.
My first car I bought off the lot. I bought a Honda Accord. I don't remember what year it was, but I bought a two-door Accord. So that was what I did. Just straight cash home. Probably not. Probably financed at that point. Oh, the Honda Fit. Okay, we like the Hondas.
Honda Fit?
Around here. Dara, happy birthday tomorrow, I guess. Right there. We did have some chocolate cake. Thanks, Sia, for bringing that through.
Yes.
And yeah.
Thank you to Raheem for...
Yes, these bottles got popped. We had a lot of good time there.
The
Thanks, Obi, for all that he's given us, obviously, this year. But I feel like we've been talking about, what kind of year everybody's been having. And it's just like, we're all just very grateful to have everybody join us every single day. And we've gotten some great super chats today. We want to thank everybody for that. We'll put all those to good use. This was a year of basically renovations and change here at Trader TV Live. And we're just going to get bigger and better. And we promised that to you. And we delivered that, I feel like. Like, look at this. Like, look what we're doing right now. It's just going to get bigger and better. Yeah, Obi even is like, here we go. So we're glad to have Obi with us. We're glad to have Sharif and Joe, of course. And Joe stepped on the scene this year. So yeah. I told you when I first saw that guy, I told him he was in the wrong building because I thought he was looking for a runway. But he's here and he's been doing great.
He's always dapper. And Sia, of course, doing a fantastic job.
Our most recent addition there as well. So yeah, we're really excited. And thanks everybody for watching. And we'll join you there on Friday. What day is it today? Wednesday? Friday. Back January the 2nd. The market's open for another full day.
It's going to be a weird one.
Just put it a half day on Friday.
I don't know what to expect on Friday, to be honest with you. It's usually the first day of the year is a good day of trading. Volume comes right back in. I don't know what the day off and then Friday is going to mean for it, but I promise you silver's going to move around. That's for darn sure.
Yep.
So look, January historically. First, Fabian just asked if January historically is a strong month. I don't know that, but typically speaking, the first week or two of January is usually pretty strong. And it's usually good for trading. I just don't know what the whole weird day off and then one day before the weekend does for volumes. I feel like it might be one of those finicky, not great volume days, and then we go full bore on Monday, but we'll see. We'll be live for you guys anyways. Everybody be safe, enjoy yourselves, have fun with friends and family, just be responsible and all that, because we want to see everyone back here on Friday.
Of course. Okay, good one. All right, see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, thanks, Obi. Thank you, Adara. Everybody be safe and be happy. It is New Year's Eve. We'll see everybody in a couple days. Ciao.